On day 1, I spawned in as a lava crocodile inside of my beautiful swamp home.
My son, you are different.
Just then, deadly blasts began exploding everywhere all around us, and all of the crocs began to panic. Dad, what's happening?
It's finally our time to attack. As promised, us hippos have been hiding in the shadows for too long. But now, these swamps will belong to us.
What? The hippos all rushed in and began to take out any crocodile they could find.
Son, we need to leave now.
My parents jumped into the water and began to swim away. But as I followed, what? Oh no, I can't touch water? More hippos then flooded in and separated us.
Son, our entire swamp is in danger. Leave! Save yourself!
On day 2, I ran through the swamp while the hippos were claiming its land all around me. Thankfully, though, I was able to escape. Phew, that was close.
Jaw did,
Huh? I turned and realized that I was on a yacht surrounded by humans. Yo, this yacht party is lit. Yeah! Oh no, I was about to leave, but
What the? A croc is on the boat? Ah!
she pulled out her sword and began to chase me. Ah! I began to run frantically through the ship, which caught more of the players' attention. Sorry! It wasn't long until I turned the corner, and there, sitting in a room, was a strange lava scale. Whoa, is that connected to me? I ran up to get it, but one of the players cut me off and hit me. Yeah! Because of this, I unleashed a deadly lava burst, which set everything around us on fire.
I spent so many diamonds on this boat! No!
The entire ship began to shake, and within seconds, it sunk. Oh no! I was stuck in the water, and with no way out, I passed out. I woke up and noticed I was in the middle of a strange field. What the? Ouch! Looking over, I saw that players were all lined up with enchanted golf clubs.
That stupid lizard destroyed my boat! First one to hit it and take it down will win a crazy strong prize!
Oh no! On day 3, the players began to golf balls straight at me. Wah! I did my best to dodge throughout the golfing course, but nothing I did worked. Ow!
I call that a birdie!
I thankfully made it cover just in time. Phew.
A first-timer.
Huh? I turned and saw an ice owl was hiding as well.
Those players captured another animal, huh? Welcome to the club.
Well, we should work together then and get out of here. The owl liked my confidence, and the two of us tried to stealthily escape, but sadly, we ran out of cover.
Great.
I looked over, though, and saw next to us was a golf cart. I think I have an idea. We both burst through the pile of rubble, and we're driving the golf cart. Ah!
Are you sure you know how to drive this thing?
Not really! Through all the chaos, the players spotted us.
It knows how to drive?
How? We were about to escape until I looked over and saw the same lava scale I saw on the boat earlier. Whoa, I have to have it. On day 4, I jumped out of the golf cart and ran to grab the scale. As I did, the lava intensified within my body, and I burned brighter than ever. I grew larger in size and now had 10 hearts. I feel incredible. One of the players ran up to me with their sword, but I let out a new lava beam right at them.
No! First the ship and now me? Oh!
More players began to enter, so the ice owl and I escaped.
We actually did it! Thank goodness I met another swamp protector.
A swamp protector? What's that? The owl was shocked and led me to a dock surrounded by 7 statues, each representing a different animal. As we stepped foot inside, the crocodile and owl statues activated. Whoa, What does this mean?
Beats me. This has been here for ages.
Well, maybe finding the other animals here is the key to stopping the hunter hippos. Suddenly, we heard a shout from outside the base.
You guys are annoying!
What was that? On day 5, I followed the noise until coming across a battle-torn beach. Mechanical insects were all around, hurting poor, innocent frogs.
You're my new dinner!
That's just weird! Ah!
Hey, leave them alone! I ran in through the chaos, and with my lava attack, I was able to knock one of them back.
New threat detected! Return to the nest!
With that, all of the bugs retreated.
You saved us! Please, mister, we need your help!
Confused, I followed the frogs until I arrived at their destroyed lily pad home.
A crocodile? Ah! Ignore him. Look, those insects came by and kidnapped our poison frog king. Please, he's a swamp protector. We'll do anything to make sure he's okay.
Another swamp protector. Okay, how about a deal? If I save him, then you guys will help me save my swamp. The frogs happily agreed.
Follow me, you gross reptile.
I followed the mean frog, who led me to a grocery store.
The only way to defeat those bugs is in there. A super glue gun.
You cannot be serious.
It's the only way. Now go!
On day 6, I entered the grocery store, but as I stepped foot inside, I saw nothing but skeletons. They were all roaming around, just shopping.
Ooh, a new leg is only $10. Yeah, but a head is 15. I'm going to be so much smarter. Oh,
I gotta be careful. I began to cautiously walk through the aisles, looking for the super glue gun. But just then, one of the skeletons spotted me.
hey, you're not made of bones. Get him!
Oh no! Tons of the cashiers then ran in and surrounded me. One pulled a lever, which caused me to fall right through the floor. Ah! I had landed on a conveyor belt, which led me right to my death. So that's how they make their parts. Oh no! I ran on the conveyor belt, trying my best to find a way off. But the longer I was on it, the more deadly obstacles I had to avoid. Whoa! I got closer to the grindstone, and just before it could grab me, I blasted my lava beam, which destroyed the entire thing. That was close. I safely made it off of the belt and was making my way back to the store when...
You escaped?
This isn't good. I bit into him once, completely taking it down. Take that! I started walking back out and realized there in front of me was the super glue gun. Yeah, there it is. On day 7, I ran up and grabbed the super glue gun. But as I did, all the skeletons snapped towards me.
It escaped our conveyor belt of doom! Yeah, and he's taking our super glue gun!
They began to charge at me again, but suddenly...
Wait! This guy's made of lava!
Yeah? The skeletons then all led me to a room full of arrows.
If you can turn all these arrows into fire arrows, we'll let you take the gun.
Okay, with that, I unleashed my lava beam at all the arrows, which transformed them into fire arrows. All the skeletons then began to jump around and celebrate.
Hip, hip, hooray! Yes, now I can sell them for triple the price!
Well, I'm glad I can help. By the way, why do you even have a super glue gun?
How else do you expect our bones to stick together?
Right. With that, I left the skeletons and made it back to the frog village.
Whoa, the hideous, disgusting beast actually got it! Come on!
I sadly followed them all the way to the clockwork bug's nest, and there inside of it was the poison frog.
Help!
On day 8, I charged into the nest, but before I could make it to his cage, 2 of the insects blocked my path.
Leave now before we kill you!
Not until you let that frog free.
Those frogs always eat bugs. It's time we give them a taste of their own medicine.
Huh? I looked over and saw that they had a full-on dinner table being prepared. You're gonna eat him? Not a chance! The insects were angry and charged in towards me. But once I pulled out the glue gun, they were blasted to the side. Their gears were stuck in place and they couldn't move.
Calling the big one!
Big one? Just then, I was launched to the side. Yeah! I turned around, only to see their leader was a huge mech spider.
Looks like we'll have to add a crocodile to the menu!
Oh no! I dodged one of its slams and tried my best to shoot at it with the super glue, but it wasn't working. The spider was just too big. How do you even eat? You're robots! Ah! I was hit away and saw there in front of me was another lava scale. Bingo! I raced towards it and picked it up. Because of this, I began to upgrade once again. I now had 15 hearts. My body grew stronger in size, and I was now more powerful.
Dinner will start early!
He went in to bite down onto me one more time, but I charged up my claws and unleashed a huge lava explosion, melting and taking it down. Whoa, I did it. With that, I went over and broke the poison frog out of his cage.
That was amazing. I'll do whatever it takes to show you my gratitude.
Sweet, because I'm gonna need your help taking down the hunter hippos. On days 9 to 10, I made it back to the docks with the poison frog and saw that his statue activated. Sweet. I also saw that my owl friend made the two of us a home.
We're gonna need a safe hideout while we take back our swamp.
Agreed. I got to work building him up a nice poisonous lily pad home, so he felt nice and free. I hope you like it.
It's perfect. I'm glad someone's finally uniting the swamp protectors.
What happens when I find all of them?
The rise of the hunter hippos has been expected for some time. Once they fully claim the swamp, all animals would be forced to bow down to them. But it's been said the swamp protectors would rise and take back their home.
Whoa, I better find the rest then. But just then, I heard someone screaming nearby.
Oh no! Help me!
What's going on? I ran out of the base to see that a lone villager was being chased by lava-fied pillagers. He's gonna eat me! Don't worry, I'm coming. Without hesitation, I jumped into the river to swim across and realized with my new upgraded form, I wasn't hurt by water anymore. Whoa, nice. Please, someone, anyone. Oh, right, take this. I shot out my lava beam attack at the pillager, but it was completely unaffected. Oh no. On days 11 to 12, the villager was able to escape because of my distraction. But now, the pillager was after me. Just then, a large boulder slammed right into him, taking him down. What the? I looked over to see a large stone bear had saved me.
Lava Crocodile! Looks like I got here just in the nick of time.
Whoa, you must be another swamp protector. I need your help, too.
I know you're trying to stop the hunter hippos, but right now, we have an even bigger problem.
The bear then brought me to the outskirts of a burned down swamp village. What happened?
More pillagers like that corrupted one keeps destroying the swamp, and I won't help until they're all gone.
Okay, how do I stop them then? The stone bear threw me over a map with coordinates to an obsidian cave.
Here lies the key to stopping them. Take them down, I'll join you on your mission.
I followed it until reaching a cave entrance. But as I approached the cave, I heard voices echo out from inside.
Be warned, all who enter here!
So, stay away!
Okay, yeah, not gonna happen. On days 13 to 14, I made it inside of the obsidian cave, where there was a massive pit of darkness. And on the other side was a set of obsidian claws. All right, looks like I'm in the right place. I began to leap across the gap, using the natural pillars as platforms. But just then, small obsidian golems appeared around the cave.
We said stay away!
They began to throw countless amounts of obsidian right at me. Most hit me back and almost knocked me in the pit. Hey, cut it out! I quickly tried to rush across, but when I reached the last gap, the jump was just too far. All right, here goes nothing. I shot my lava explosion down at my feet, which launched me up and over the gap. Yeah! Now there, I was able to grab the obsidian claws and put them on.
out, you overgrown lizard!
Suddenly, I was captured in a cage of obsidian. Whoa! Come on, guys!
No one takes out claws and gets away with it!
In my frustration, I clawed out, cutting easily through the wall. Haha! What about now?
It seems we were mistaken.
Yes. So sorry. You can have them.
With that, both of the golems ran off in fear. Yeah, that's what I thought. On days 15 to 16, I made it back to the Stone Bear, where I saw the Pillager Outpost. The place was completely covered in lava and crawling with corrupted Pillager guards.
Good to see you got the claws. Now, all we need to do is sneak in there and steal the lava scale. That will revert them all back to normal.
Sounds easier than done. Look at all the guards.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Okay, I followed the bear's lead as we snuck up closer to the outpost walls. And as we did,
Huh? What was that?
Okay, get ready.
the bear then pulled up some stone from the ground and threw it out away from the walls.
What's going on over there? Come on! Huh?
Corrupted pillagers began to rush out of the base to investigate and left their place completely open.
Now,
The bear and I snuck into the gate behind them and made our way to the main tower. It's gotta be in here. Once inside, we looked around until finding a lavafied food bowl? What's this doing here? But as I said this, a pillager ran into the room.
What the? Intruders! Wake him up!
No! I rushed up, and because of my new obsidian claws, I could actually take him down now. But as I looked out, I saw rising out of a large pool of lava was a corrupted lava monster? On days 17 to 18, the lava monster instantly began to fire out globs of molten lava at me. Whoa! Wait, did that thing eat the lava scale? The bear and I split up as we charged towards the monster.
If we eat this croc, maybe we'll get more scales!
Why does everyone want to eat me?
I began slashing down the pillagers, doing everything I could to keep them away. But just then, I looked back to see the stone bear getting blasted back by the monster. No! I rushed in and pushed the bear out of the way, taking the molten attack head on. Oh yeah? Who can play at that game? The monster roared again as I ran up, and with one final obsidian slash, I took him down. This caused the lava scale to fall on the floor, and because of this, I began to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, and now could shoot out a glob of lava that would create magma blocks. Sweet! With the scale now in my possession, all the corrupted pillagers returned to normal.
That was weird. Sorry about that. We won't destroy the swamp anymore.
That's right. The bear and I left. But as we were making our way back home, we came across the deadly hippos. There were cages all around with different swamp creatures inside, and some of them were even working for him.
Keep working, you worthless animals! Bow to your new king!
I saw that amongst the group were my parents. Mom, Dad!
we must leave or we'll be captured just like them.
With no other choice, the two of us left. On days 19 to 21, the stone bear and I made our way back to my base. Once we did, the bear statue had activated.
My goodness, you already have half of the other swamp protectors.
Yep, and we're gonna need them all to take back the swamp and stop those hippos. But first, let's get you a place to stay. I got to work building up a nice and protective stone bear den for him to live in.
Thanks.
As I finished though, a random arrow came flying in and landed at my feet? Whoa! Who shot that?
Hey, miss! Hurry, grab it!
I'll get the cage ready. Oh no, is something coming to attack the base? I ran out to see that some players had captured a platypus next to a river.
Finally! We gotcha!
Man, I've always wanted a platypus. What do you think it'll taste like after we cook it?
What the? Hey! I taste horrible! Please don't eat me!
That's not good. I should do something. On days 22 to 26, I snuck my way closer to the cage as the players were setting up a furnace.
All right, little guy, come here!
Oh, no you don't. I charged in and shot out my glob of lava right at their feet, turning the ground into magma. Hot! As the players ran around frantically, I rushed up and slashed open the cage, freeing the platypus.
Whoa, the lava croc? You saved me!
Yeah, great to meet you too. Now, come on! The two of us safely made our escape and swam down the river.
Whoa, you're so cool, and just like my brother.
What do you mean?
My brother, the water platypus. He's one of the swamp protectors too. He's staying at my place to keep a low profile.
Seriously? Well, I need to see him right now. The platypus then led me over to a small wooden blockage in the middle of the river. This is your house?
Trust me, you'll see.
We swam down into the water and went inside, only to see the place was like a giant wooden maze. Whoa.
Yep, welcome to Casa de Beavertail. And the one and only owner is yours truly.
What did you just say?
Coming around the corner were two crabs. They swam at us and began to try and pinch us with their powerful claws. Hey, back off! I shot out my lava at them, pushing them back.
Yeah, you'll pay for that.
Hey, what are you doing in my home?
Your home? This is our crib now. Yeah, and your brother sure was a pushover.
What?
Don't worry, he's still alive. We needed someone for Big Al's game.
Who's Big Al? Just then, we heard a booming voice echo throughout the maze.
Oh, we have guests.
If you want this place back, then you're gonna have to win it back. And Big Al loves his games.
All right, what do I need to do?
Find the prisoner at the center of the maze before Al grabs you. If you do that, you can have your home back. If not, you'll be Big Al's dinner.
Okay, you're on. On days 30 to 32, I got ready to swim in the game with Big Al.
Ready, set, go!
I dashed into the maze, turning every corner as fast as I could. Throughout it, though, there were dangerous traps, like soul sand bubble streams, which would push me around, and exploding moss? Yeah! The entire place then began to shake because of my scream.
I've got you now.
That must be Big Al. Oh no! I continued to swim as fast as I could through the maze, ignoring the traps around me when... Wait, you're a giant lobster? Ah!
Gotcha.
The lobster rushed in, trying to grab me with its massive claws. But I was quick on my feet. I shot out a lava glob right at him, causing the floor to become magma.
Yeah.
With the opening above him, I was able to split fast. And after swimming for a while longer, I had arrived at the last hall and saw that the center was barricaded by wood blocks. All right, not for long. I sped up and slashed directly through it, making it to the center of the maze. There in a cage was the water platypus and a lava scale. Yeah.
The lava crocodile? You came to save me?
No.
On days 33 to 35, I swam towards the cage to free the water platypus. But before I could reach it, I was hit by lobster claws. Yeah! Hey, I found the treasure. I win.
Oh no, these aren't the rules anymore. My house, my rules.
He rushed in and began to slash into me with his powerful claws. Yeah! I tried to fight back, but he rushed in again. And as he did, I dodged out of the way, which caused him to crash into the platypus's cage. Haha! Nice try. My words only angered him though, as he lashed towards me. Wah! Big Al was about to take me down with one final attack when suddenly I was pushed out of the way. What the? I looked over and saw that the water platypus had come to save me.
Grab the scale! I'll hold him off!
Come here, you cheater.
Big Al fiercely chased after the platypus, which gave me the opportunity to grab the next lava scale. Because of this, I began to upgrade. I grew larger in size and gained 5 more hearts. Yeah! But as I looked over, the water platypus was chased into a corner. Hold on! I rushed in, and in my newly upgraded form, I could attack with my lava tail to take down Big Al in one final hit. Yes!
Phew, that was a close one. Thanks for saving me. I deserve what happened after hiding from the hippos here. But with you, we may actually stand a chance.
On days 36 to 39, I quickly returned to my base with the water platypus. I got to work building them a nice river home that was much more their size. All right, here you go.
Not as roomy as my brother's place, but it'll do.
I then went over and noticed that the next statue had lit up inside of the base. Yes, just a few more to go. But as I said this, a thunderstorm suddenly rolled in over the entire place. What's going on? An enormous lightning bolt struck in the middle of the area, and something ran by me fast. What was that?
Bozo! Did you see that?
I turned around and saw that the owl was angrily flying towards me. What's wrong?
It's that flash of lightning! It plucked one of my feathers as it ran by! Oh, the nerve!
Wait, that was lightning. It could be another swamp protector. As I said this, I noticed that there was a huge trail on the ground. The yellow flash was running so fast that it had burned the ground. I began to follow the trail until I finally came to the open desert. While I was going through the area, I saw a bunch of vultures trying to attack a baby jaguar. On days 40 to 44, I rushed in and started using my lava blast to scare them away. Once they were gone, I went to check on the jaguar. Are you okay, little guy? Once it saw me, though, it bolted away. What the? Hey, come back! I began to chase after it across the hot desert, and I almost caught up when it turned around and shot lightning at me. Ow!
Haha, you can't catch me!
Because of its blast, the ground underneath us suddenly opened into an enormous pothole. I then looked up and noticed that we were now inside a cave full of lava.
Help! Please!
Behind me was the baby jaguar that was stuck on a small island. Don't worry, I got you. I went to it, and it began to ride on top of me as we escaped. We were almost at the exit of the cave, but it was blocked.
Ah! We're gonna get trapped here!
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. I used my lava bite and chomped right through the rubble, making a big enough hole for the both of us. With this, we safely made it out of the cavern and back into the desert. All right, that was a close one.
Thank you, Lava Crocodile! I'm sorry I hurt you and took your friend's feather.
It's all right, but wait, you have lightning powers? Are you one of the swamp protectors?
Yeah, or at least my mom is. Come on, I'll take you to her.
On days 45 to 47, I followed the baby jaguar as they led me to the entrance of the large coliseum. As we approached, we were ambushed by a pack of others.
There's the prince! Arrest the kidnapper!
Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Before I could explain myself, though, I was shocked with electricity and began to pass out. I woke up and saw that I was inside a huge coliseum. All around me was a large crowd. This can't be good. As I looked around, I saw that there was a lava scale in the middle. Oh, hey! I started to run towards it, but in a sudden flash, I was blocked by an electric jaguar queen. Am I in trouble?
Why wouldn't you be? You took off with my son. Kingdom! You have seen this criminal abduct my son. What punishment suits him?
Come on already!
Wait! The Lava Croc didn't do anything wrong! It was me!
In a flash of light, the baby ran down in front of me.
I was the one who messed with him and his friends, but despite that, he saved me!
Is that so? Well then, Crocodile, I will show you mercy, but you must leave our kingdom at once!
What? No, I need your help. You're one of the swamp protectors. We have to team up against the hunter hippos.
Those hippos are the reason we left the swamp in the first place. They're too strong. You should run too.
Please, there has to be some way I can convince you.
Well, in that case, I invoke the trial of the storm.
The what now? On days 48 to 52, the Jaguars sped out in the arena in a flash, leaving me in the center. The sky above me then started to turn into a storm.
The first part of the trial of the storm is to survive. If you can survive until the storm runs out, then we will move on to the final part of the trial.
All right, sounds easy enough. Who am I fighting? But as I said this, lightning started blasting all around me. Yeah!
Begin!
Lightning started to shoot all across the entire place. And since I was so big, I had trouble trying to dodge every one of them. Yeah! I gotta think of something fast! I shot out my lava and formed a platform of magma blocks to hide under. Yes! But just then,
Hey, quit hiding!
the electric Jaguar shot her own bolt, destroying it. Hey! I looked up and saw that the storm, though, was about to fade. But one last lightning bolt struck me and left me with half a heart. Yeah! Even with low health, I knew I had to continue dodging until all of it stopped. Yes, I did it.
Impressive, Crocodile. But now you move to our second and last trial.
In another flash, the queen jumped into the arena herself.
You have to beat me in a race.
What? How? Before I could react, though, the entire arena started to shift until it became an enormous racetrack. On days 53 to 56, I was getting ready to race the queen. I better not mess this up.
On your mark, get set,
Go! The two of us immediately set off sprinting. The queen was already outspeeding me, though, while I went as fast as I could. Our first obstacle was a huge hurdle that both of us had to get over. She easily jumped over it with her lightning fast speed, while I had to take a more direct approach. Rah!
Keep up, Crocodile.
Our next obstacle was a huge pit that we had to jump over. And because of our speed, the queen was able to easily land on the other side. I got this! Using my lava blast, I timed a huge explosion, propelling me to the other side in front of her. Yes! With my advantage, I was able to arrive at the last obstacle first, which were multiple braziers I had to light up. Ha! I got this! I began to blast them one by one, but before I could light the last one, I heard a loud clap of thunder. What the? I looked around and saw the queen had lit all of them in a huge blast and crossed the finish line?
Well, well, Lava Croc. It's clear who is the winner here today. I'm sorry, but I can't grant your request.
No, but you can't. The whole swamp's in danger.
You had your chance. Now leave before I make you.
As she said this, one of the walls in the Colosseum burst open, revealing the hippos.
Destroy everything, men! Especially those jaguars!
What? No!
The queen began to rush in to protect her people, and I knew that I had to do something. I went to the center and picked up the lava scale, and as I did, I began to upgrade. I now had 30 hearts, and I gained a thick obsidian skin, which gave me full armor. Sweet! Now, time to deal with them. I went straight to the hippos and started blasting them as they were attacking the jaguars.
Oh no! It's the Lava Croc! Get him!
They tried using their weapons on me, but since my skin was thicker, I now stood a chance. I used my lava blast, which promptly made them retreat and leave them alone. The jaguars cheered, and the queen went beside me.
Lava Croc, I can't thank you enough for saving my people. It's clear now that we aren't safe anywhere. I will join you in your quest to drive the hippos away.
Sweet. Thanks. On days 60 to 63, I returned to the base with the electric jaguars. And since we were back, the queen brought her son over to the owl.
Now, what do we say?
I am sorry.
Oh, don't worry. It was time for a feather cut anyway.
With that out of the way, I went ahead and built them a brand new home to replace the ones the hippos destroyed. Once I was done, I went back to the statues and saw that another one had activated. All right, we're almost done. Just need one final swamp protector. As I was at the statues, though, I found a letter underneath the last one. Dear Crocodile, I've heard of what you've done to help the swamp. come to my ranch so I can reward you with the lava scale. Sweet. I looked up at the unlit statue and saw that it was in the shape of a giant snake. This must be from the last swamp protector. The letter came with a map, and once I followed it, I found myself in the middle of a large abandoned ranch with a bunch of snakes all around.
What are you doing here?
I was invited?
Oh, right. Come with us. You are safe here.
Thanks. The snakes then brought me inside of the abandoned building. And there, waiting for me, was the enormous shadow snake with the lava scale.
Hello, Lava Croc. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Same here. Can't turn down an invitation from someone who wants to help the swamp.
Yes, which is why it pains me to do this.
All of a sudden, the doors behind me were slammed shut, and a large cage fell on top of me. Yeah! What's going on?
You see, this swamp has been too boring for too long. The hippos finally made it interesting, and I don't want you to ruin it. Take him away.
No! I started to fight back and blast out my lava at the snakes.
Ah, this one burns, boss.
Yeah! Do I have to do everything myself around here?
The shadow anaconda rushed in and bit into me with the shadow bite. Ah! What did you do to me?
It's shadow toxin, a toxin that makes you very weak. Snakes, take him to the cellar.
On days 69 to 73, I was locked behind bars underneath the Shadow Anaconda's ranch. No, now how am I gonna stop the hippos?
Well, he got you locked in here too, huh?
While I was thinking of what to do, another snake slithered out from the shadows. Who are you?
I'm the Shadow Anaconda. Or at least I was. My brother, he threw me in here and took my rightful place because I didn't want to help the hippos. You're the Lava Croc though, aren't you? If you help me take him down, then I'll help you with whatever you need.
The snake then threw me a potion, and after drinking it, I could feel all my strength coming back. Now that I was back to full health, I was strong enough to break open the bars, setting us free.
Hey, go check that out.
Hurry, follow me.
The brother and I quickly ran outside before we could get captured by the snakes.
What I gave you was the last anti-venom I had to stop the shadow toxin. If we're gonna defeat my brother, then you'll need to help me make another one.
He threw me down a list of ingredients. Let's see, sugarcane, a mushroom, and milk from a golden cow?
It's a special cow that we have because its milk has healing properties. You have to sneak into the barn where they keep her. Do you think you can handle it?
Okay, no sweat. On days 74 to 77, I began to look for the antitoxin ingredients. First, I found some sugarcane near a river and some mushrooms from the forest. All right, now time for the real test, the golden cow. I made my way to the barn where I saw a bunch of snakes guarding its entrance. I better be careful and not get caught. I went to the back and used my lava blast to launch myself into the window. Haha, yeah!
What was that?
Uh-oh! Before the snakes could find me, I hid and saw that there were 2 snake guards next to the golden cow. Okay, just gotta be sneaky.
Well, thankfully, it was nothing. It might have been a squirrel. I can't imagine what I would do if we had to face down the Lava Croc. I might freak out.
Hi?
Well, I'm freaking out. Get him. I'll call the others.
Oh, no, you don't. I quickly used my lava blast to take both of the snakes down. But because of this, the other snakes heard all the noise.
Hey, what's going on in there?
All right, got the golden milk. Time to go. On days 78 to 80, I came back to the brother, and once I handed him the golden cow milk, he was able to make another dose of antitoxin. I have an idea, but I need you to trust me. The snake agreed and gave me the potion as he began to slither back to the farm. Okay, time to get to work. I began to make an enormous pit and a trap that makes the floor fall once the giant snake goes on top of it. Perfect. Right as I finished though, I could already hear the sounds sounds of something huge slithering nearby.
This better work!
The brother was being chased by the giant shadow snake, who was very angry.
You teamed up with the Lava Croc. You've gone too far, brother.
The two brothers continued slithering, but because of the shadow snake's large size, he fell right into the hole. Yes! Time to take care of you once and for all. I was about to hit the large snake with the anti-venom when suddenly he let out a burst of shadow energy, teleporting all of us into a strange dimension. This isn't good.
Now we're fighting on my terms.
The shadow snake charged straight towards us, biting into me and weakening me again. Yeah!
You're gonna regret this. The hippos are gonna rule the swamp.
Since we were inside his domain, he was extremely fast for me to even see. It landed another shadow bite, but I retaliated with one of my lava blasts. As the two of us fought, I kept trying to find an opening to feed him the antitoxin, but I just couldn't find one.
You're going down. My venom is coursing through you as we speak.
Wait, that's it! I ran away from the snake and began to drink the antitoxin. And right when I did, he charged in and bit me again.
You're done for.
Oh, am I?
What? Why do I taste golden milk?
Because he bit me, the snake was infected by it and started to grow weaker.
Fozo! Catch!
The brother then threw the lava scale at me, and as I caught it, I felt myself upgrading. I now had 35 hearts and became the most powerful swamp protector ever. Yes! While in its weakened state, I used my newly upgraded obsidian blast, taking it down once and for all. Why did it have to be this way? As it disappeared, I saw that the brother began to absorb all of the shadow energy flying around until he became the shadow snake himself. Whoa! Using his newfound power, he let out another burst of shadow energy, taking us out of the dimension.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Fozo. And now I have a few words for those hunter hippos who turned my brother.
Me too. Come on. On days 86 to 90, as the two of us made it back to the swamp, we came across a strange base sticking up out of the water. This can't be good. We snuck closer up to see an army of the hunter hippos.
Attention!
Oh no, hurry, hide! We took cover just as their leader got onto the stage.
Brothers! We are on the verge of rolling the swamp. But as you all know, we've been stopped by none other than the Lava Crocodile. I know you're all mad, but he will have to surrender to us after we show him this.
Suddenly, the leader turned to reveal my mom and dad.
If he ever wants to see them again, he'll have to get through me.
What? I need to save them.
What are you, crazy? We can't take them on without the others.
Because of our argument, the hippos took notice of us.
Hey, it's the Lava Crocodile! What are you waiting for? Get them!
They started charging right in, but before they could attack, the snake used his shadowy powers to teleport us away. On days 91 to 94, the shadow snake safely teleported us to the base. Whoa, thanks for getting us out of there. Come on. I built him up a shadowy farmhouse for the snake so that he could have a nice place to rest. Once it was finished, I noticed that the final swamp protector statue had been activated. Yes. All right, it's finally time. I then gathered around every one of the protectors to tell them what we saw at the hunter's base.
Fozo, that's horrible. What do you want us to do?
I need to save my parents, and the only way to do that is by defeating the hunter hippos once and for all. Once I said this, all of the swamp protectors started to roar out and cheer.
We're with you, Fozo.
We'll do everything in our power to save them.
You guys are the best. I can't imagine what I'd do without you guys. All right, now let's go save my family and the entire swamp. On days 95 to 99, the other swamp protectors and I arrived at the entrance of the hippo base. And as we did, I saw that the hunter leader was standing right next to my parents.
Well, we meet again, Lava Croc. I'll give you a choice. If you surrender, I'll let your folks free. If you don't, then none of you are getting out of here alive.
I'll never surrender the swamp to you. You're the one that's going down.
All right then, brothers, attack!
With that, all the hunter hippos began to charge at all of us. The 7 of us charged in too, though, and began to use our individual powers to rampage. Hurrah! With all the chaos happening, I was able to get to my parents' cage, while the hippos were distracted.
Bozo, you're all right.
I tried my best to break it, but it just wouldn't budge. Yeah! It's like this thing is fireproof.
Well then, it's certainly not ice-proof.
The owl swooped in and started freezing the side. And once it was frozen, I was able to break it. Yes, we did it.
Oh, my son, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Dad, but you both need to get out of here. Please, make sure they're safe.
You got it.
As the owl flew out with my parents, I felt the ground shake around me. I turned around and saw that I was now face to face with the hunter hippo leader.
You've stopped us for the last time, Croc. Now I'll make you pay.
On day 100, I charged right in towards him, about to attack with a vicious lava bite. But before I could attack him, he fired a shot from his gun. The blast started to crack my obsidian armor, causing me to take huge amounts of damage.
Ha! You're not so tough after all.
I fired back with a huge blast, and the 2 of us just started trading hits after hit. Because of all the globs of lava I was shooting, I began to transform our entire battlefield into magma blocks.
Ah, that burns!
Once he was getting hurt by the magma, I shot one last obsidian blast, which hit him square in the chest. But as I did, he hit me back with another hit. Ah! That's it. I won't let you terrorize my home anymore.
You want nothing! This swamp belongs to us!
Using my huge jaws, I ran in and hit the hunter leader with the most powerful lava bite I could, finally defeating him once and for all. And with that, my swamp could finally live in peace. I'll be surviving the next 100 days as a diamond crocodile. Using my legendary diamond powers, I'll strike through my enemies, overcome difficult challenges that stand in my way, and grow into bigger and more powerful forms. Will I be able to stop the deadly hunters and save my family? Or will I become just another one of their treasures? It was time to find out, as I spawned in the swamp as a baby crocodile. I was surrounded by my family, enjoying our peaceful home.
Isn't it perfect, son?
It is. I love you guys so much. Suddenly, a large treasure hunter burst into the area.
Looky here, I finally found you crocodiles. When I collect your scales, I'll be rich.
The large poacher unleashes power onto us. My family did their best to escape. However, one by one, they were collected as if they were only some kind of prize. I surely thought I was gonna be next until a strange diamond power began to shoot out from my body. My scales all began to crystallize one by one until I transformed into a diamond crocodile. Whoa, what just happened?
A diamond crocodile? I wonder what I can make with your scales.
Bozo, run!
I listened to my mother and ran while I could. On day 2, I was being chased by the treasure hunter's men. I did everything I could to escape, but there were just too many of them.
Gotcha!
Out of panic, I shot out a magical diamond blast, hitting the hunter to the ground. Ah! Whoa, looks like I have diamond powers too. I turned and began to use them against the nearby hunters, finally putting up a fight. However, it was cut short as a much larger hunter burst in and blasted me back with an explosion.
Yeah! You fool! You're just an animal!
I don't stand a chance against these guys. I gotta run. I kept going until I came across a hole leading deep below the surface. With no other option, I jumped through in order to escape my capture. Unfortunately, though, before I knew it, I found out I was falling straight into a pit of lava. On day 3, a mysterious figure bolted in and placed a block underneath me, catching my fall. Phew. I looked up, only to see standing before me was my little sister, Tracy.
Whoa, big bro, you're made of diamonds.
Yeah, it's new to me too. I'm so glad you're okay, sis. Suddenly, the cave around us began to shake as holes of lava started pouring in from the walls. It grew unstable as the lava-fied zombies rose out all around us. We were clearly outnumbered, and it was obvious we weren't welcomed. This isn't good. They began to blast out fireballs our way as the two of us tried to look for an exit. My sister was way faster than I was and used her speed to find a tunnel for us to escape.
This way, big bro.
I'm right behind you. She bolted towards the tunnel. However, as I caught up with her, we ran right into a dead end.
Rats!
We turned around and saw we were done for. On day 4, my sister and I united, ready to embrace death. However, as our hands connected, an urge pulsed through my body. I began to levitate off the ground as diamond sparks blasted out from my scales. I grew larger in size, gained 5 more hearts, and was now stronger than ever. Whoa, uniting with my family makes me stronger. That might be the key in stopping those hunters. The zombies rushed forward. However, I now had my sister's speed, allowing me to diamond dash through my enemies. Because of this, they didn't stand a chance, and all ran away in fear. Haha, we did it! Our celebration was cut short as a tunnel opened up behind us. We both cautiously followed it until finding an underground swamp waiting for us at the other side. It had diamonds scattered throughout and was absolutely beautiful. Whoa, was this made for us? We both settled in. I used various blocks to build a crocodile head fit for a new home. And as I finished, I noticed Tracy had just finished building a large family tree. What's this for?
These are the rest of our family members you need to find to get stronger. You found me, but you still have to find Uncle Runt, Big Brother Bill, Grandpa Jim, Aunt Luna, and our mom.
Don't worry, Tracy. We will get our family back. Just then, the roof above us began to shake. That can't be good. On day 5, I exited out of the cave, only to spot my uncle in the distance. He was being escorted away by a couple of guard piglins.
Get your filthy little pig hands off of me!
Oh no, I have to save him. I began to make my way towards him. However, I was stopped by an arrow. Yeah! What the? I looked around, only to see I had run right in the middle of exploring players. They were on boats, completely in awe.
Dude, it's Diamond!
What? Without another word, all of the players pulled out bows and began to shoot at me. Oh no! I began to navigate through the waters as everyone was trying to hit me with poisonous arrows.
Capture the croc!
Thanks to my diamond dash, though, I was able to speed right past all of them. I was able to make it to the end of the river, only to see that I was now at the player's base. Aw, man, now how am I gonna find my uncle? I was about to continue searching until a voice stopped me.
Wait, help!
Turning around, I spotted a poor, poisonous iguana captured. On day 6, I went over and let the iguana out of its cage.
Finally, I get to stretch out my legs. Ha, thanks.
Yeah, don't mention it.
I heard you were looking for your uncle. I'm assuming he's another crocodile? I actually just saw one pass by here not too long ago. I'd love to show you my gratitude by showing you.
That would be amazing. Just then, the players all began to arrive in the base, and the two of us quickly ran away. No! Our pet lizard is gone!
Today sucks!
I followed after my new friend until we both arrived at a guarded nether portal. There were heavily armored piglins on watch, making sure no one could get inside. My uncle has to be through there. With no other option, I began to sneak my way through the outpost, doing everything I could to avoid the piglin's sight. If one of them spots me, all will attack. Thankfully, I used the nearby pillars to my advantage and was able to time my movements to stay hidden in cover. Phew, that was a close one. I was about to make it. However, I accidentally tripped over a rock, making a ton of noise. A couple of the piglins snapped towards me, and I was captured. On day 7, I was brought through the nether portal and entered into a large castle courtyard. Piglins were all working throughout, and there, being tied to a post, was my uncle. Uncle!
Get me out of here before I lose it on these dumb pigs!
I bit at the piglins surrounding me and made a run for it. However, I was quickly stopped by a large beam. Looking up, I saw it was none other than their piglin king.
Another croc? How dare you disturb our homeland?
Yeah, well, you kidnapped my uncle.
Kidnapped? No! We traded gold for our new pet, and I won't let a dumb reptile like you take him from me!
Uh-oh! The king and his piglin men rushed towards me, ready to take me down. He was slow. However, his strength alone made up for it, because each hit took away 5 hearts of my health. With one more ground slam, I was sent back flying. On day 8, I landed right next to my uncle as the Piglin King was charging our way. Uncle, quick, grab my hand.
I don't wanna.
Uncle!
All right, quit your whining, fine.
My Uncle Run united with me, which caused me to upgrade once again. My body grew larger in size. I gained 5 more hearts, and my teeth were now way sharper than before.
I did not expect that.
I turned back around right before the king reached us and unleashed a new loud diamond roar, sending him back.
Ah, you think I need my men? I can assure you, I don't!
The king was now all on his own and began to jump high up in the air, causing large ground slams when he could. However, with my speed and now my loud diamond roar, he was easily overwhelmed. I quickly dashed behind him, and before he could react, let out a large diamond roar, finally defeating him.
Thank goodness you found me, nephew. These bozos were giving me a headache.
I'm glad I found you too, Uncle. Come on, let's get out of here. On days 9 to 10, I made it back to my base with Uncle Runt. Once there, I went over and put a lantern under his name to mark that I found him.
What does it take for a croc to get a bed around here?
Oh, right. I quickly got to work and built him up a nice relaxing home inside.
Ah, that's the stuff.
I then began to look around for Tracy, but I couldn't find her anywhere. Oh no, where did she run off to? As I said this, I saw her hiding away on the outskirts of our base. Hey, what's going on?
Shh, someone's here.
What? But before I could do anything, a cage suddenly fell down around me.
Ha ha! You'll be perfect for the show.
What? Hey, let me out of here! However, the man didn't listen, as my cage filled up with strange gas. And because of this, I passed out. On days 11 to 12, I woke up and found myself in the middle of a carnival. Get on with the show already! Huh? I looked around and saw that the place was full of people spectating, with their ringmasters standing on a large cage across from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new challenger, the Diamond Crocodile!
Boo!
Our competitor is here to face the one, the only, Big Bill!
Suddenly, the cage below him burst open, and walking out was my brother. Everyone around the tent began to cheer, as my brother Bill was soaking up the spotlight. Bill, it's me! Snap out of it!
Let the fight to the death begin!
My brother charged in with the frenzy, as he was clearly blinded by the fame. I ran around, trying everything I could to dodge his attacks, but he was extremely strong. Ah! I don't stand a chance against him.
Bite his face off!
What? My brother came in to attack again, so I dodge out of the way, causing him to break a hole into the tent. Now's my chance. I ran out in the midst of the chaos, leaving my brother behind.
Aw, I dropped my churro.
On days 13 to 14, I hid in the surrounding area of the carnival, trying to think of what to do. I can't just leave him here.
That Uncle Scales beat you up too?
Huh? I turned around to see a clown bunny had found me. What the?
Calm down, I ain't part of the circus anymore. Not ever since that other croc came to town. Now he's the main attraction, and I'm a nobody.
Well, I want my brother out of there too. Do you have any ideas? The bunny motioned me over as he led me to the entrance of a sewer system. Ugh, it reeks.
Well, you're gonna have to get over it. Someone in here sells potions that'll make you wicked strong. Find him, and you'll easily be able to beat your brother.
All right, wish me luck. I headed into the sewers, but as I got deeper inside, I started to hear something slithering around me. Who's there? Suddenly, a group of snakes dropped down behind me.
A crocodile made of diamonds? We're going to be rich!
Oh no! I blasted them back with my diamond roar, but this only seemed to anger them.
Get 'em, boys!
On days 15 to 16, I was forced to run deeper into the sewers as the gang of snakes chased after me. They were shooting out corrosive venom that burned away at my skin with a single drop. Ah! Stay away! I came to an intersection of the pipes that quickly fell down deep below. Whoa!
We got you now.
With no other choice, I began to jump between some of the broken pipes to get to the other side. However, the snakes weren't giving up yet. They continued to fire out their venom and burn away the pipes in front of me. They were about to catch up. So I used my dash to quickly cross the gap and make it to safety. Haha!
Go get him, Ronnie.
What? No! You go first!
While the snakes were arguing, I finally got away and made it to a pipe where I saw another snake in a suit.
Ah, a new customer. Wanna buy a potion?
Actually, yes. What's the strongest one you got? The snake then pointed over to a glowing potion on his shelf.
Here she is. Now, what have you got as payment?
Oh,
You know what? I have an idea.
The flash slithered up and bit me, causing me to drop a few of my diamonds.
Perfect. Here you go.
Thanks, I guess. On days 17 to 18, with the potion in hand, I returned to the circus and entered back into the tent. Hey, I want a rematch.
Oh, did you hear that, folks? The rookie wants another go at the champ.
The crowd began to cheer as Bill rushed into the arena.
They love me!
Not for long. With that, I quickly drank the snake's potion, causing me to double in size and strength.
Ooh, he's big now! What? Don't look at him, look at me!
My brother rushed in, initiating our rematch. But this time, with the potion's help, I was putting up a fight against him.
Ah, no, I can't lose!
I was about to win. However, the potion's effects wore off. What? I knew it was a scam.
Ew, folks! Looks like the tides have turned again.
My brother charged in again, and I knew that with just one hit, I was done for. No! Before he could reach me, though, the tent exploded, and through the destruction came in the treasure hunters.
There's the croc. Tear this place apart.
Chaos ensued as the hunters destroyed everything in their way.
What? The hunters? They did this to our home, too.
Yes, Bill, please. We need to work together to save our family. My brother finally came to his senses and agreed to join me. Because of this, I began to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, grew in size once again, and now had the brute strength of my brother. We were about to make a break for it when a hunter jumped in our way.
You're not going anywhere.
He was about to blast us back, but I used my new ability and bit right into him. As I did this, I noticed the hunter dropped a map. I wonder if this leads to another crocodile. I'll be taking that. Come on, let's get out of here. On days 19 to 21, Bill and I safely returned to my base and were reunited with the others.
Oh, thank goodness you two are all right.
Huh, you worried about me? Worry about him. I nearly killed him myself.
Whatever, dude. I then took the time to build up my big brother a new home in the base. And after, I placed a lantern under his name. All right, only a few more to go. I pulled out the hunter's map and began to follow it. Now, let's see where this map leads. I followed the drop map until it led me to a hidden outpost. More treasure hunters were flying around in helicopters and had constant patrols everywhere. They must be guarding something really important in there. I'm gonna find out what it is. I began to sneak around inside and use my sister's speed to dash into cover whenever I needed to. Because of this, I was finally able to make it inside their main building, where I found my grandfather trapped in the cage. Grandpa!
Oh, howdy, stranger. You happen to have any food on you?
What? Grandpa? It's me! I went up and bit open his cage, but as I did, alarms started to go off throughout the outpost.
Intruder! No one gets in or out!
That's not good. On days 22 to 26, I pushed along my grandpa as we made a break for the exit. However, the helicopter spotted us.
The Diamond Croc! Weapons free, men!
It began to fire down missiles at us without hesitation. Ah! I quickly pushed us into cover to keep my grandfather safe. Stay here. I'm gonna find a way for us to escape.
Whatever you say, youngin'.
I ran out to grab the hunter's attention, and one of them was able to spot me.
There! Shoot him!
They began to rain down attacks at me from above, but as they flew down, I used my new dash to get up high and chomp right into the helicopter. This caused it to completely spin out of control and crash. Haha, that's what you get for hurting my family. I went back to where I left my grandpa, but he was gone? What the? Where did he go? I ran out of the outpost and saw that my grandfather had wandered off to a nearby hillside. What are you doing?
I don't remember. Who are you?
Grandpa, it's me, Fozo. It was obvious my grandfather couldn't remember a thing.
Golly, youngin'. I could really use some mango right now. They always help me with my memory.
Okay, just please stay here. I'll find you some. I left my grandfather on the hill and made my way to a nearby jungle. There, I saw a lone mango was hanging from a nearby tree. I ran towards it until I was hit back by a figure. Ah!
Hey, it's another swamp animal!
Huh? I looked around in the tree and saw that I had been ambushed by a group of monkeys.
Stay out of our jungle!
The monkeys all began to fling clumps of dirt at me from above. Ah, hey, stop! Out of anger, I began to roar out at them, causing one of their trees to fall down.
Oh, you're a strong one. Maybe he's strong enough.
What are you talking about? The monkey led me over to another part of the jungle where I saw a ton of destruction all around. And down below, some monkeys were being taken down by a group of hippos.
We aren't going anywhere, you ape!
Whoa.
You see? Those hippos have been invading our jungle, taking all the food. If you can get them out of here, we'll gladly hand over our last mango.
All right, deal. I began to go across the battlefield and noticed that there were a ton of pits and traps everywhere. It's like a full-on war. I used my sister's speed to dash around the area, avoiding spiky pits and the eyes of the hippo guards. I crawled up the vines to a nearby tree and began to leap across the canopy to get over to the hippo's side. Ah, piece of cake.
What was that, bub?
I looked up and saw that I'd been completely surrounded by hippos. Oh, hi there. On days 30 to 32, I was escorted by the hippos to a clearing where I met their giant hippo leader.
Ha! The Diamond Crocodile! You think you can just walk all over us?
What? No, But the hippo didn't listen and ran in to attack. His massive size made him much stronger than me, and I knew if I didn't keep my distance, I was done for. Take this! I blasted out my abilities to push him back, and he was surprised at my power.
Gah!
You need to leave right now. This is the monkey's home. Why are you even doing this?
You don't understand why we're doing this. We lost our home!
Wait, what? Their leader seemed to calm down and brought me over to the edge of the swamp, where I saw a scene of complete destruction.
Those greedy treasure hunters. They came and killed every one of us they could. And the rest of us, we were forced to flee the jungle.
I understand. They did the same thing to my home, but taking someone else's isn't the way to do things. The hippo nodded and agreed to leave the jungle alone. And actually, I think I have a better idea of where you guys can stay from now on. On days 33 to 35, after telling the hippos about my base, I made my way back over to the monkey side of the jungle.
Whoa, you actually did it! I thought they'd rip you to shreds!
Wait, what?
Nothing! Here's your mango!
With that, I was finally able to return to the hillside and hand over a mango to my grandfather.
Oh, you're too kind, little boy.
My grandfather quickly devoured the mango whole and then fell asleep? Grandpa?
What is it, Fozo?
Grandpa, your memories are back. With us fully reunited, I felt myself grow in strength. As I upgraded, I gained 5 more hearts and became immensely stronger and smarter.
Well, you only get wiser with age, my boy. Now come on, I want to see my other grandbabies.
Right away, Grandpa. On days 36 to 39, I led my grandpa all the way back to my base, where the hippos were waiting for me.
Don't worry, Fozo. I'll hold them off.
Be nice, Bill. They're friends. With that, I took some time to build up the hippos a nice river home in the cave. Then I worked on a comfy space for my grandfather and noticed that the tree was lit up even more. Awesome.
Thank you, Fozo. Here, take a cookie.
Oh, thanks? As I was about to eat the cookie, I felt the ground below me begin to shake. Suddenly, mining up out of the ground was a small diamond golem.
Oh, there you are, Diamond Croc. I need your help. These crazy people are stripping my home clean of all its diamonds.
You're diamond too. I bet it's those greedy hunters. Show me where. I went deep underground with the golem as they led me straight to a beautiful cavern being stripped away by robots?
Good work. With this ore, we can finally extract the scales from those pesky crocodiles at the lab.
Wait a minute. Some of my family has to be with them. On days 40 to 44, I left down into the cavern to confront the robots. Hey, where are you holding my family?
The hunter said you might show up. Deal with this animal. I need to get back to my lab.
The robot turned to walk away, but before I could stop him, a massive drill mech burst in and stood between us. I'm guessing you're not gonna let me go. Without hesitation, the mech swung down at me and tried to tear me apart. Whoa! I ran around the room and fired back at him with my abilities, but he just dug right into the ground. Where did he go? I looked around the cavern when I realized that after reuniting with my grandfather, I now had enhanced senses and could see through the ground. There you are. Because of this, the mech burst out of the ground. However, I was easily able to dodge it. I blasted into him with my diamond roar, taking him down. Now, to find that robot doctor.
Don't worry, I followed them while you were fighting. They went this way.
I left the cavern with the golem as we made our way to the outskirts of a large laboratory. All right, let's do this.
Well, I would go with you, but I'm much more of a lover than a fighter, you know.
It's fine. Thanks for the help. On days 45 to 47, I began to sneak my way inside the robot's massive lab. I used my grandpa's vision to see the robots' patrol routes and snuck right in under their nose. Too easy. Once I was inside, I saw one hallway that stood out from the rest. Restricted area. Looks like I'm in the right place. I just hope I'm not too late. I headed down the hall when I heard a voice?
Wild animal detected. Activating defense protocol.
What? At the other end of the hall appeared 2 defense turrets that began to blast lasers down towards me. I started to dodge down the hall, avoiding the blast as much as I could. But when I got too close, it would shock me with a strong electric pulse. Yeah! All right, enough! I dash forward and use my roar attack to tear into the turrets, breaking them in a single hit. However, as I did this, I heard a familiar voice coming from the nearby room.
Sir, please don't do this.
Wait, Mom? On days 48 to 52, I rushed into the large operation room where the robot doctor had my mom and aunt caged in the center.
Now, just hold still. You'll only make the operation more painful.
Hey, stay away from them! I wasted no time and ran in, hitting the robot back. I'm getting you two out of here, come on!
Trust no one! They're going to kill us all! Aunt Luna, calm down. Hurry, son. She's so scared. She's not herself.
I was about to break my family out, but just then I was hit from behind, being sent across the room. Ah! I looked over and saw that while I was distracted, the doctor had jumped into a powerful mech suit.
These two aren't going anywhere. But while you're here, I guess I'll be taking your scales too.
We began to fight as the doctor recklessly shot out explosions all over the room. I tried my best to take him down, but my attacks were nothing compared to his. With another blast, he accidentally hit the center cage.
Ah!
Mom, no! On days 53 to 56, in my rage, I dashed forward and struck the robot mech, making the doctor fall out.
Ah, you fool! You don't think I have plans for this?
As he said this, the whole facility began to shake.
Initiating self-destruct.
Oh, come on! I quickly ran over to my mom's cage and saw that she was barely hanging on to life.
Son, it's okay. Just get Aunt Luna out of here. Protect the family.
Mom, no! The entire room was shaking, and I knew I had no time to waste. I looked into the cage, only to see my Aunt Luna was gone.
I can't stay here! I need to save myself!
Luna? Wait! I ran back out into the hallway and saw that my aunt was just about to exit when suddenly the whole floor crumbled away, exposing deadly gears and wires.
Oh dear!
Hold on! I'll save you! On days 57 to 59, I leapt into action, using my dash to hop between the destroyed hallway to reach my aunt. Just stay right there!
No! Stay away! Everyone is trying to kill me!
Not me! Just trust me! I was about to make it to her, but just then, the platform between us crumbled away, separating us. No! Auntie, you have to jump!
What? No! I don't!
Please, trust me! She hesitated, but then leapt up in the air towards me. I saw she wasn't gonna make it, and out of instinct, used my powers to create diamond blocks below her, catching her in midair. See? I told you. With that, my aunt and I were able to escape, just in time. Are you all right?
I am now. Thank you, dear. I trust you.
With us finally reunited, I began to upgrade. I now had 30 hearts and could let out a powerful diamond burst. Whoa, no one can mess with us now. The two of us began to travel back to my base, but along the way, a sudden beam of flames cut us off in the forest. Yeah, Luna, stay back. She quickly hid away, and I watched as none other than the treasure hunters had found us.
You've escaped death long enough, you diamond freak. Finally, I've come to claim your scales.
You got my mother killed. You're the monster.
No. I don't concern myself with what my customers do after the sale. That's what you animals are. Just beasts ready to be sold.
His words fill me with a rage like I never had before, causing me to dash right in to take him down. Before I could even get a hit off though, the hunter blasted me back, bringing me down to low hearts.
Sir, we got her!
I looked over and saw that the others found my aunt and pushed her out into the open. No! I sent out my diamond blast, launching everyone back that was around me. With this opening, I quickly escaped with my aunt beside me. We ran until safely making it all the way back to base. I saw that the family tree had lit up around Luna's name as well.
Auntie, you're okay. Wait, what happened?
It's Mom. She's gone. My family crowded around me as I told them what happened. And I'm still not strong enough to take down the hunters. Without uniting with my mom, who knows if they'll ever pay?
Wait a second, young man. Your mother. I may know someone who can bring her back.
Really? Who?
I'll show you. But I'm warning you, this won't be easy.
On days 64 to 68, Grandpa Jim led me to a secluded area in our swamp. Where in the world are you taking me?
Patience is a virtue, young man. Hold on.
After a while, we finally made it to the front of a mystical witch's hut. Just then, an ancient witch came walking out.
Yes. I've been waiting for you, Diamond Crocodile. Come on in. We have much to discuss.
We entered inside with the witch and caught her up on what happened to my mom. So, can you bring her back?
No, I cannot, but you can.
With that, Heather threw me over a list of ingredients.
Gather those for me, and I'll whip up a potion that'll allow you to find your mother's spirit.
All right, be right back. I went out into the surrounding area in search of a sea pickle, some amethyst, and a hydra head? Is this witch crazy? But with no other choice, I went out and gathered all the ingredients I needed. After collecting the amethyst, I was now searching for the final ingredient, the hydra head. And right on cue, there's the hydra of the swamp. This is not gonna be easy. On days 69 to 73, I snuck closer to the creature and saw that the massive hydra was stomping through the swamp. I cannot take this thing head on, but I patiently waited until the hydra got close to a large pool of water. Now, I leapt out of hiding and surprised it with a diamond burst, knocking him in.
What the?
I quickly followed up by diving into the pool after him. In the water, I was much faster and used my speed to circle around him, biting him every chance I could.
You ignorant fool!
He began to fire out crazy attacks though, that would poison me and take out chunks of my hearts. I knew what I was fighting for, and I swam up again, biting into him, causing one of his heads to fall right off. Yes! I went over and grabbed it, and when I did, the hydra seemed to look confused.
Oh, all you wanted was a head? Why didn't you just say so?
Just then, the hydra head suddenly grew back, like he wasn't even hurt at all. That is strange. Sorry? With that, I was able to make my way back to the witch's hut and handed her over the ingredients.
Perfect. How are you, Terrence?
It's never fun being the head that's cut off. Just get this over with.
This just keeps getting weirder. Here, take this. Heather used the ingredients to make a strange-looking potion.
Now drink this.
I did as she said, and the second I finished it, my vision began to fade. On days 74 to 77, my vision returned, only to see I was now in a dark swamp, void of all life. Wait, am I dead? I looked up to a large mansion in the distance, and there was a faint light coming from inside. My mom, she has to be in there. I began to run towards the mansion and use my dash to scale up the side of the cliff. But as I was...
Oh, look, a live one!
Huh? I turned around to see floating there was a group of flame spirits.
Oh, won't you play with us, Croc? It's so boring here. Yes! Yes! Very boring! We're in need of a game!
A game? Yeah, look, I don't mean to be rude, but I have something I'm here to do. I continued to scale, but the spirits shot out flames, almost knocking me off. Yeah!
No! You are going to play with us! And this game is called Don't Die! Ready? Begin!
They began to wildly fire more attacks, as I did my best to continue leaping between the rocks to reach the top. Guys, please knock it off! I don't want to hurt you! However, their attacks were starting to take their toll on my hearts.
Come on! You're already losing! You can't die yet! Yeah, you better not let our king finish this early!
They sent out another attack, but as I dodged it, an explosion hit its friend, causing him to fall.
Jeffrey, no!
I looked down and quickly spawned a platform of diamond though, catching him in midair.
You saved me?
Yeah, even though you guys just tried to kill me. Look, I played your dumb game. Now, can you just please all leave me alone?
I guess you aren't so bad. You can go, sir. Thanks for playing.
You're welcome? On days 78 to 80, I finally made it to the top of the cliff and walked inside the horrifying mansion. Once there, I saw that the light was coming from my mother, whose spirit was floating above the chamber. Mom!
Fozo, no. You shouldn't be here.
As she said this, I watched as a terrifying ghost rose up from the floor in front of me.
You dare come to the land of the dead? Those who come here never leave. And that's not changing today.
The ghost then sent out a blast in the room, causing a force field to appear around my mom's spirit.
Your mother's spirit will not leave this realm. And now I shall take yours.
The ghost began to shoot at me with paranormal abilities. Every time they hit me, I began to float up into the room, which heavily disoriented me. Yeah! Knock it off! Around the room, I saw there were 3 pedestals that glowed with the same energy. Well, I hate to break it to you, Ghost, but nothing's stopping me from saving my mother. We're getting out of here whether you like it or not. I made a dash for the first pedestal as the ghost began to do everything in his power to stop me. I quickly dashed over and broke the first one with my bite, weakening the force field.
You idiot! This is the way of life! No one can change it! No one can beat death!
He started to blast me again, so I tried to fight back, but my attacks just phased right through him. Oh no! I dashed over and barely managed to break the second before he could hit me again. Yeah!
My son! No!
On days 81 to 85, the ghost floated in front of me as I stood to face him with barely a heart left. My mom is coming back whether you like it or not.
I don't think so.
The entity charged up another attack to take me down for good. However, I had an idea and shot out my diamond roar directly through him, hitting the 3rd pedestal. Because of this, my mother's spirit was finally freed.
No, you can't do this!
He flew in again to attack, but suddenly there was a bright flash of light as me and my mother appeared back in the witch's hut. Whoa, how did you?
A wizard never reveals his secrets, young man.
Oh my boy, you did it! We can finally be a family again.
With my mother finally reunited with us, I began to upgrade one final time. I now had 35 hearts and became the most powerful animal in the swamp.
Good work, Fozo! Now, let's head home.
On days 86 to 90, I was heading back to base with my grandpa and mom when we saw treasure hunters up ahead rushing by. Hurry! Hide! We hid away, thankfully avoiding the hunter's vision.
Hurry up, boys! The commander wants all hands on deck at the vault, ASAP!
The vault? I gotta check this out.
We're good, sweetie. Just be careful.
I will, Mom. See you again soon. They ran off towards the base as I followed after the hunters, who led me straight to a giant vault built into a mountainside.
That's the last of it, sir. All our valuables are in the vault.
Our treasure. This is mine. Every piece of gold, every single gem, every speck of dust is mine. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now the reason I've called you all here is to get ready. That wretched Diamond Croc has spent day after day ruining my plans. Every sail that beast has tore apart with his teeth, but no more. I won't rest until that croc's scales are made into a pair of boots on my feet. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now be ready. Once everything's in order, we'll burn that swamp to the ground.
There's no way the swamp is safe while he still has all the gold to make these weapons. I have to put a stop to this. On days 91 to 94, I quickly returned to my base to make a plan. However, when I arrived, I saw that my whole family was finally back together under our tree.
Brother, you really did it! You saved us!
Well, not yet. There's still something we all need to do.
What is it? Are we not safe? Can't we just run away?
No, I'm done running. This swamp is our home, and I can't just let these hunters wave their weapons around, destroying it. I don't expect you guys to come with me, but I'm putting a stop to this here and now.
What are you talking about, little bro? I've been ready to smash some human heads since day one.
Yeah, and me and my hippos are behind you all the way, Croc.
Thank you guys. This is finally our chance to show those hunters who they've messed with. No one messes with our family.
That's right. Let's show them who's. Ow! Oh, I think I pulled a hip.
Maybe save it for the fight. All right, everyone, let's do this. On days 95 to 99, I approached the outskirts of the hunter's base.
Sir, it's the Croc!
Ha! Well, would you look at that? You've gotten even bigger. Just more of you to sell off to the highest bidder.
That's enough. I didn't come here to surrender. I came here to finally put a stop to you. No one attacks my family and gets away with it.
Is that right? Well then, shoot him, man. I don't want his blood near any of my gold.
His hunters all took aim and were about to blast me with everything they had when... Psst,
hey, what the?
My brother leapt down and started to tear away at every hunter in sight.
Weapons free, man! Kill them all!
Chaos ensued as my family members leapt into battle, and the hunters were scattered around trying to fight us all.
Coming through!
What's going on? These crocodiles are crazy, man! I know! Panic!
The hunters all began to run around and panic. However, my family was really putting up a fight against them.
That's right, this is our home!
And no one's gonna take it from us.
My family was using all of their strength in the fight and cleared a path for me right to the vault.
Go on, boy. We'll handle these jokers.
All right, I made a break for the vault entrance. However, before I could get there,
where do you think you're going?
He was about to blast me back when suddenly my mom took him down.
Don't even think about hurting my son.
Thanks, Mom. With that, I made my way inside of the vault. On day 100, as I got inside of the vault, I looked around to see the place was filled to the ceiling with all kinds of valuables. Whoa, so this is what they're getting for killing animals? As I said this, I was blasted from the side by the hunter leader.
Ah! This vault's only gonna get more full once I'm done with you and your family. Ha 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 ha!
Not if I have anything to say about it. We both charged in as we began to fight. He had crazy weapons that could shoot out all kinds of fire and explosives that completely blasted my diamond skin. However, I was much stronger now, and with my family's support, I was finally putting up a fight. I could quickly evade his attacks with my sister's speed, and with my brother's strength, I was able to launch the hunter back with a single bite.
Rah! Ah, you dirty little animal! You ruined everything!
The hunter then started to angrily shoot around the room, and in his recklessness, I had nowhere to dodge.
Yeah! So long, little crack! Time for payday!
Well, I hope it was worth it.
Huh?
The hunter then looked around and noticed that his rampage had caused him to completely encase all of his valuables in fire. Everything was destroyed.
No! All my money!
While he was distracted, I began to charge up all my remaining strength into one final attack.
What? Wait!
He tried to fire at me again, but it was too late. I unleashed the most powerful diamond burst like I never had before, finally taking the hunter leader down. Because of that, the swamp could now finally live in peace. On day 1, I spawned in as a baby lava scorpion. I looked around and discovered all of us lava scorpions were being under attack by vicious, hungry ice snakes. Mom? Dad? I ran frantically, looking for my parents as my people were being taken down one by one. Unfortunately, a large spew of ice venom was blasted towards me. I thought I was a goner, but my mother jumped in, taking the blow. No, Mom!
In due time, all of you lava scorpions will be dead, and the This desert will finally be our frozen wasteland.
Run, my boy, now!
I did as I was told and began running for my life. But unfortunately, some snakes spotted me. On day 2, I was being chased by the ice snakes. They were starting to close in on me, but I was able to escape through a small crevice just in time. Oh man, thank goodness.
Shh, keep quiet.
Huh? I turned, only to see a cowering bug was in here with me. What are you hiding from? Suddenly, 2 sharp talons swooped in, taking it down. What the? I looked up, only to see birds lined up along the valley ledges, hunting for food.
We're gonna eat good tonight, fellas!
Just then, another one of them swooped in towards me and knocked me into the open.
Yeah! Looks like we found our next meal!
Oh no! Leave me alone! I began to run through the valley while the deadly birds were doing everything they could to swoop in and take me down.
Stop running!
It didn't take long though, until I was blocked by a dead end. And there, hiding away, was an armadillo.
Oh, great. You're gonna get me caught too!
Before I could say anything though, one of the birds managed to strike me. Ah! Because of this, I blasted out lava-fied bursts everywhere around me. Whoa! How am I doing this? Because of my newfound ability though, my energy began to drain and I passed out. On day 3, I woke up on a large plate. Oh, where am I? After looking around, I saw I was captured by the deadly birds and was on a large dinner table.
You're one special little bug, aren't you? Yes, he is. Meals like this deserve to be cherished. Come on, boys. Let's get the salt.
Oh no, I gotta get out of here. While they were away, I quickly snuck off of the plate and navigated down the large dining table until I was able to find an exit. I jumped down and was about to escape until I stumbled upon a mysterious lava scarab. Whoa, it's lava, like me. I rushed over to collect it when suddenly a bird flew in from right behind me.
Oh, great. Our food's leaving. I won't let you.
He charged in and tried to take me down. Ah! I began running towards the scarab while it was doing everything it could to eat me.
Stop moving, man.
Thankfully, I made one final jump and managed to get it right before the bird could grab me. On day 4, I collected a lava scarab, which caused my body to transform. I gained 5 hearts and grew into an adult lava scorpion. Whoa, I feel amazing.
Oh, that's not good.
I ran in, and with one lava burst, I completely set the bird on fire, causing him to fly out and escape. Haha! Take that! I felt amazing and was getting ready to leave when he brought backup.
You can't handle all of us, you bug!
Oh no! Just then, all of them took to the air and began flying in towards me. I thought I was done for. However, the ground next to me burst open, revealing the armadillo. You came back?
Hurry, follow me!
With no other choice, I quickly followed him in the hole before they could reach us. Phew, thanks for saving me.
Of course. Your lava explosion back there gave me enough time to escape, so I had to return the favor. The name's Arnie.
As we formed a team, one of my other scorpions ran up to me.
Our people are in grave danger. You must find them.
In a matter of seconds, he was dead. Oh no, I had to get back now. On day 5, I returned to my people, only to see our old home was completely destroyed. All the scorpions were extremely sick. The snake's ice was killing them. I ran in further, only to find my mother overlooking the rest.
Son, all of us scorpions have been frostbitten. Our days of living are numbered.
No! I quickly showed my mother the mysterious scarab I had found, and she sparked with joy.
That's it! Within the desert lies 6 powerful scarabs of lava. With all of their power together, it can be enough to save our people. But be careful, you're the only one strong enough to do it.
Okay, I'm on it. As she said this, a bunch of players ran in, almost stepping over us. Whoa!
That new item you found is so hot, dude.
I know, it'll be perfect for the party. Hey, that's another lava scarab. Give me that. I quickly chased after them, but before I could see where they were going, the ground gave out below me. Wah! On day 6, I surely thought I was done for, until I was caught in webbing? Oh, what the?
Our next victim. Perfect.
A spider? Stay away! I shot my lava blast at him, which gave me enough time to run. As I did, though, more and more of them began to enter throughout the various tunnels, and I quickly found out I was outnumbered. With just one bite, I was brought down to half a heart. Ah!
Little scorpion, listen here. We own these parts of the desert, so if you want to get out alive, you're going to do what we say.
With no other choice, the spiders escorted me to a large, crowded beach party. There were players everywhere, having the time of their lives.
I'm such a good dancer. Oh.
This is not a safe place for a scorpion. I followed the spider alongside the coastline until we saw a table in the center of the party.
Bugs taste good, but you know what tastes better? Pizza! You sneak in there and bring us a slice, we'll let you live.
You want me to go through all of this? Okay, fine. On day 7, I entered inside the party and started to make my way to the center table. There were people everywhere, dropping soda cans, splashing water, and even fighting. Whoa!
Oh, so much fun!
I was almost spotted, but thankfully, I made it to the table. Yes, I was making my way up to the pizza slice, but before I grabbed it, I saw the lava scarab from before. Whoa, those spiders led me right to it. While I was distracted though, a player spotted me.
What the? It's a scorpion!
Oh no! Everyone began to panic, and some of them pulled out weapons. Ah! I barely was able to avoid their hits, and thankfully was able to make it to the lava scarab. Oh, it's trying to sting me! That's right, this belongs to me. With that, I collected the second lava scarab, which caused me to grow larger in size again. I gained 5 more hearts, and now had a crazy strong lava stinger. Oh yeah! On day 8, one of the large players rushed in towards me, but as he did, I stung him with my lava stinger, which completely set him on fire.
What kind of scorpion even is that?
All of the other players saw this, and everyone panicked. Within seconds, the entire party itself was abandoned. That's right. All fear the mighty lava scorpion. I went over to the table and saw that the spiders were there enjoying their pizza. Looks like we all got what we wanted.
Yes, this pizza is delicious. So good. Who would have thought pepperoni was better than ants?
They were extremely happy, but just then, the ground all around us began to shake. Holes began dropping below, and the ice snakes had entered.
Yes! Freeze over the shoreline! Everything must be ours!
They wasted no time slithering around, killing any spider they could. Oh no, come on, we gotta get out of here! With no other choice, I was able to escape with one of the spiders, as the entire beach behind us converted into snow. As we were leaving, we managed to run into Arnie.
There you are! Come on! I want to show you something!
On days 9 to 10, Arnie led me and the spiders to a secluded dune in the desert, where some of my scorpion people were all around. Whoa, is this our new home?
Sure is. With those snakes around, we all need a safe place to hide out.
With that, the two of us built up a sacred spot with 6 golden pillars. Perfect. From there, I also made sure to build up a nice pizza-styled home for the spider. I hope you like it. But just as I said this, a group of piglins came charging through the base as they shot lava everywhere.
Come on, boys. We gotta get this back to the boss.
Hey, you're making a mess. I ran after the piglins until they brought me to a shoreline, and across across the way was a Nether Palace island.
Oh boy, this lava scarab is gonna make it so we can go anywhere outside the nether, baby!
A lava scarab. So that's what they're doing. But before I could reach them, the piglins jumped in boats and sailed across the water. No! I started to shoot out my lava blast at the water, creating small stone platforms for me to safely cross. But as I was jumping across, the piglins took notice.
That thing's coming for the scarab!
Suddenly, a barrage of attacks came flying towards me from their palace. Oh no! On days 11 to 12, the piglins' attacks started to hit me, but I realized I was completely resistant to fire. Haha! Oh yeah, I'm all right. Some of their attacks, though, began to explode my stone platforms, and I knew if I fell in the water, I was done for. I continued to leap between them as the explosives rained down all around me. However, I was able to make it to the island. I did it. But as I said this, a cage slammed down on top of me. Yeah!
The boss will want to see you.
The piglins brought me into the temple, where my cage was placed down in front of the piglin boss.
Boss, this is the thing chasing us down for the scarab.
This thing is a lava scorpion, you idiot! He probably has more of them!
Yeah, and I'm gonna need them to save my people, so hand it over. The piglin boss seemed to admire my boldness and brought me over to a luxurious game room?
How about a wager, Scorpion? We play a game, and if you win, I'll hand over my scarab. But if you lose, I get all of yours.
I guess I have no other choice. All right, deal. On days 13 to 14, the piglin boss sat down in front of me with 3 cups between us.
The game is simple. I'll place a gold nugget under one of these cups and shuffle them around. You guess where the nugget is, and you win your scarab. Easy, right?
Yeah. With that, the piglin placed the nugget under the far right cup and began to shuffle them around. All right, that one.
Is it?
He revealed the cup and what? No.
Seems you lost, little guy. Now hand over the scarabs.
Before I could say anything else, I looked back and saw a massive piglin brute behind me. Nice piggy.
Yeah! Gentlemen, let's give our guest an old-fashioned nether send-off, shall we?
Uh-oh. On days 15 to 16, I was being chased throughout the Nether Palace by the horde of piglins. Ah!
Get back here, you insect!
They began to fire everything they could at me, destroying parts of their own palace recklessly. What is wrong with you guys? But just then, a wall in front of me burst open as the piglin brute charged out. Out of fear, I stung into the brute's foot, which pushed him back.
I'm little piggies.
Afterwards, I was able to finally find an exit gate. Yes, almost there. But just before I could make it out, something blasted me back.
Yeah! You really thought you'd just walk out of here? Oh, all right, boys. Take him out.
The piglins all started to surround me to take me down for good when...
What's going on?
No, it can't be. On days 17 to 18, ice began to shoot out all around the Nether Palace, and the piglins began to be frozen in place.
What a disgusting place. What is happening to my desert?
Your desert? This is our.
But before he could say another word, the ice snake leader took him out in one bite.
Nice and quiet. We're done here.
With that, the snakes all began to leave as the Nether Palace and the piglins had been frozen over.
It's too cold.
I looked over and saw that the piglin boss had dropped the lava scarab. Hold on, everyone. I went over and grabbed it, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, and my stinger became empowered with the ability to shoot out a ball of molten rock. Yeah. Using my ability, I was able to completely melt all of the piglins free.
Thank you, but why would you save us?
The snakes did something similar to my people, and I'm not just gonna let them get away with it again. Now come on, I have somewhere you guys could stay safe. On days 19 to 21, I returned to the base with the thawed-out piglins. I built them up a new nether home so they could stay safe. I'm sorry about your guys' old home.
It's all right. We'll take down those crazy snakes together.
I then went over and placed down the third scarab next to the others. All right. But as I said this, my eyes started to feel burning hot. Yeah! The pain quickly faded, and I felt a strange pull towards a place deep within the desert. Huh? Following the feeling, I was able to discover a deep ravine in the distance. But as I approached, I felt something poke me. Ah! Ow! Hey! I turned around and saw that a cactus person had hit me with their needles?
Listen to me. Whatever is doing that is evil. Don't listen to it.
What? What are you even talking about? The cactus signaled me to follow him as he brought me to his desert home that was almost completely in ruins. What happened here? But before he could answer, all of the cactus people's eyes turned a fiery red, and they turned towards me.
Hurry, we can't control it.
The one next to me had fire eyes as well. Ah! They leapt in to attack me, so I ran. On days 22 to 26, I was running around as they were shooting out their sharp needles, trying to take me down. Ah! I need to find a way to break them out of this. Just then, they had cut me off, and I was surrounded. They all started to attack me with their needles and brought me down to extremely low health. With their combined numbers, I didn't stand a chance. Wait, that's it. All of them charged in close. And as they did, I shot my ball of magma at their feet, turning the sand into magma blocks. Because of this, they were broken out of their trance.
Ow, 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 hot, hot, hot.
Okay, something's controlling people in the desert. And if we don't stop it, none of us are safe.
I have an idea. Follow me.
I went with the cactus as he brought me over to a goblin camp with food trucks?
All right, just listen. One of those trucks sells ice cream. If you can get me a bowl of it, I think I know a way to protect us from what's happening.
Okay, I hope you're not just tricking me into getting you ice cream. On days 27 to 29, I snuck my way into the goblin camp to see tons of goblins running around devouring their food.
Oh, Bobby, you make the best dogs this side of the desert, let me tell you.
All right, they really loved a snack. Just then, I heard a playful song coming from one of the trucks.
Come on, little ones. Pointy Cones is open for business.
Yes!
I began to sneak around in the chaos to the back side of the car, where there was an open door. Bingo! I started to crawl inside, and with the server's back turned to me, I saw he left a bowl on the counter. Once I went to grab it, though, he turned back around.
Excuse me, did you pay for that?
The goblin furiously swung his ice cream scooper at me before I could answer. Ah! All right, I'm definitely not going to now. I quickly jumped out of the truck, which caused the rest of them to notice.
You little thief! You're not going anywhere!
Suddenly, a nearby goblin threw his soda at me. Ah! What the? And because of this, I passed out. On days 29 to 30, I woke up as I was thrown in the middle of a conveyor belt. Whoa, what's going on?
You're gonna be my new specialty scorpion. Who wants to eat some fried scorpion legs?
Oh,
Me! The goblin server then flipped a switch, causing the bell to push me below into boiling oil? Seriously? I began to run up the belt as fast as I could as knives began to chop down all around me. Ah!
Run, little buggy, run!
The goblins then started throwing all kinds of food at me from above, trying to knock me off. All right, that's it. Take this. I shot out my lava, hitting one of the goblins right in the mouth.
Ah! Oh, too spicy!
He began to run around and accidentally ran into the lever, turning it off. Using this opportunity, I used my ball of magma to create a platform of magma blocks to jump out of the fryer. Ha ha! Oh, great. You're all still here.
Get him!
On days 31 to 32, I was running away as fast as I could as the goblins chased after me. They threw all the food they could, trying to slow me down. Ah, come on! The goblin server then flung a glob of ice cream that completely covered me, sticking me to the ground. Yeah, what is this?
It's pistachio. Now, you're gonna pay for taking my 3-scope.
The goblins were about to take me down when some of the cactuses stood between us.
Ah, needle in my nose!
You got a problem with the scorpion? Then you got a problem with us.
Whatever, we can't eat you, so let's get out of here.
With that, all of them ran off. Okay, thanks. Here's your ice cream. I handed the bowl over to the cactus, and he quickly ate the entire thing. I knew you just wanted to eat it. But as I said this, the cactus's flower burst with a wave of icy pollen that covered all of us.
Ah, that's the stuff. All right, that should hold back the thing that has been controlling us. Now you can go to the oasis. That's gotta be its home.
All right, I'm on it. On days 33 to 35, I made my way towards the deep ravine from all those days ago. And when I got close, I could see a large pool of lava at its center. A lava oasis? I quickly started to scale the sides of the ravine to get to the bottom. But as I did, a powerful beam struck the rocks, making me fall inside. Ah! What the? I looked up and saw that floating above me was a large lava eye?
Finally, something to eat!
Oh no! I started to dodge around the oasis as the crazy eye began to fire off more attacks to take me down. I wouldn't eat me if I were you. I don't taste really good. I began to fire back at the eye, and as I did, my attacks would burn it to the ground. Yes! Afterwards, I tried to rush up to finish it off, but another one of its beams hit me head on. Wah!
Yes, with someone like you under my control, I will consume everything!
What the? With all my strength, I blasted out at the eye with my ball of magma, finally taking him down. Yes! From the entity dropped another lava scarab. That's why it was so powerful. I picked it up, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and now could shoot out powerful lava beams from my eyes. Awesome! On days 36 to 39, I made it back to my base with the cacti. I made sure to build them up some nice cactus guard towers to keep watch over the base. There you go.
Thanks, Bozo, for everything.
Afterwards, I went over and placed down the next scarab next to the others.
Good work, my boy. You're so close to curing our people.
As she said this, though, I heard the sound of someone above me. Suddenly, a villager crash landed right in front of me. Whoa, what the? My nose! Please, you have to help our village. Our iron golem's gone berserk. What? I followed the villager out of the base until we arrived at his village that was under attack. In the middle of it was the golem with the lava scarab right on its chest. The golem was about to smash another house, but I shot out my lava blaster before it could. As it got hit, the iron golem roared and ran away into the desert. No, come back! Now who's going to protect us? It's all that stupid scarab's fault. Well, don't worry. I'll get him back and take that lava scarab from him. With that, I went to the desert and followed the golem's trail. On days 40 to 44, I was tracking the trail of the obsidian golem, following the path of lava through the desert. I eventually arrived at a dangerous canyon, and while I was trying to get through, a group of undead vultures blocked my way.
Hey, bud, you lost? This is our turf. Scram!
Come on, guys. I just need to get through here.
You really want to get through? You gotta get us that lunch that stupid obsidian golem destroyed. If you can get us some mutant husk rotten flesh, we'll consider letting you pass.
With that, I walked back out into the desert to look for their lunch. After looking for a while, I finally found a large husk in the sand. Whoa, the golem really did a number to you, huh? I started to run towards it to get to its rotten flesh. But as I approached, the mutant husk roared and slammed me back. Yeah, you're still alive? I shot a huge lava blast at it to take it down. But as the husk slammed into the sand, it caused massive sinkholes. Whoa! I dodged around the best I could until I finally was able to take him down. Yes! With that, I picked up his mutant flesh and returned back to the vultures.
Ooh, it even smells good. You go right ahead.
Yeah, thanks. As the vultures ate the rotten flesh, I continued to follow the trail until I arrived at the foot of a volcano. On days 45 to 47, I approached the volcano and saw that the only way up was through a natural rocky platform. The golem has to be up there. I began to scale up the volcano by jumping onto the rocks. But as I was climbing up, I heard a loud roar coming from the top. That's not good. The golem began throwing down volcanic rocks at me, trying to knock me off. Whoa! I dodged out of the way though, and continued to scale up. However, the obsidian golem began to throw boulders at the platforms in front of me, completely destroying them. No! I used my lava blast to create my own platforms, which finally allowed me to get to the top of the volcano. Oh, no you don't. I tried answering back and shot a lava blast, but the obsidian golem's hardened skin made it have no effect. Uh-oh. On days 48 to 52, I was dodging the attacks from the obsidian golem. He kept attempting to slam me, trying to knock me off the top. Ah! I can't do anything while he's coated in that obsidian. The golem suddenly seemed in pain and blasted out fire from his mouth into the air. Wait, the scarab is hurting him? But because of all the fighting, the volcano began to shake as cracks formed all around us. We both had to jump around and avoid falling down into the cracks below. Please, let me help you. The golem didn't listen though and recklessly charged back in to take me down. I then had an idea and jumped into the lava cracks to avoid his hit. Hey, eat this! I blasted at him, hitting him right in the mouth. This caused the golem to stumble back and throw up the scarab, turning him back to normal. Yes!
Fire hurt my tummy.
I went over to pick up the scarab, but as I did, I realized it had been drained of all its power. No! On days 53 to 56, I went down the volcano with the iron golem. Once we got all the way to the village, all the villagers gathered around the iron golem to celebrate him coming back.
Thank you, creepy scorpion.
No problem, but now the scarab's lost all of its power.
I think I have an idea.
The villager took me to the village's blacksmith and gave me a list of ingredients.
If you can get me everything on this list, I can fix the scarab up, no problem.
Sweet. I looked at the ingredients and saw that I needed obsidian, some sandstone, and a lava core. All right. I went around the area, easily mining some sandstone. And then I made some obsidian in a nearby pool of water. Now, where am I gonna find a lava core? As I said this, I heard a strange sound coming from nearby. Huh? I followed the sound until I saw I was at the entrance of a cave, and inside was an enormous sleeping wyvern using a lava core to heat itself up? Okay, I gotta be careful about this. I began to move around the room as natural vents in the stone would blast out hot air, knocking me around. All right, new plan. I carefully went around the room and placed down magma blocks to stop the steam as quietly as I could. After I snuck around the sleeping wyvern and I carefully picked up the lava core and backed away slowly out of the cave. All right, time to get back to the village. On days 57 to 59, once I had all the materials, I returned to the villager.
Oh, wow! How did you get the lava core? A wyvern normally doesn't give up its eggs so easily.
Oh, it was easy. I just Wait, did you say it's egg? Just then, a large explosion hit the village as the giant wyvern charged in, destroying everything.
You idiot! You let it back here?
You gotta be kidding me! The blacksmith immediately began reforging the scarab, and once he was done, threw it to me as quickly as he could. I caught the scarab and immediately felt myself absorbing its power. I now had 30 hearts, and I grew a brand new obsidian exoskeleton. Awesome! I rushed out to meet the wyvern before it could ruin the entire village. Okay, honestly, I'm really sorry. I didn't know it was a... Oh no! The wyvern charged in and tried to slash me down with its claws. But with my new obsidian armor, his attacks barely did a thing. Haha! I answered back with my own lava blast, which knocked him back. I kept pushing in and tried to fight him with my lava stinger. And as I would, I could tell just how sad the wyvern was.
Wait! Look! We only needed to borrow the egg's heat. Here, take it back.
Wait, borrow? The villager threw over the wyvern's egg, and they were perfectly fine.
Jerk.
Almost perfectly fine. With that, the wyvern picked up the egg and flew back to its home peacefully. All right, look, guys, I did it.
Yeah, you did this.
Sorry. On days 60 to 63, I returned to the base with the villagers. I made sure to build them up some nice homes so that they could live a nice, safe life. Nothing could hurt you here, I promise.
Thanks, stupid scorpion.
After that, I went over and added the scarab to the shrine. All right, just one more to go. As I finished adding the scarab, though, I could feel myself floating? What the? I saw a flash of light above me, and I began to pass out. When I woke up, I saw that I was in a strange lab. Where am I?
Protector of the desert, don't be afraid. You're safe.
I looked around and saw that I was captured by aliens?
We mean you no harm. We just need your help.
Me? I'm a scorpion. What for?
Well, we want to study mummy remains, yes. But our ship can't fit inside the pyramid. So we need you to retrieve the mummy's remains for us, yes. And of course, there will be a reward.
I looked over and saw that the aliens were in possession of the final scarab. All right, I'll do it.
Yes, Earthling. Good luck.
Suddenly, there was another bright flash of light. And as my vision came back to me, I saw that I was teleported to the entrance of a giant pyramid. On days 64 to 68, I made my way through the enormous pyramid hall. It can't be so bad, right? As I entered, though, I stepped on a pressure plate that activated its security system. Before I could take another step, massive spiked pistons started smashing down onto the floor below. Aw, come on! I carefully started to inch closer to the pistons and timed my jump to leap through before the first one could crush me. The second one picked up the speed and slammed down much faster. Ah! But thanks to my new exoskeleton, I was protected and got through. Whew, that was close. I was right before the last piston, which was obviously the fastest. Okay, can't risk jumping through. I need to try to find something else. As the piston moved up, I blasted it with my lava blast, which jammed the mechanism with magma blocks. While it was stuck, I was able to go through. Nice. All right, where's that mummy? I went deeper inside until I found a large treasure room, and inside was a mummy's tomb. Wait, is that open? What the?
You dare come disturb my rest, you tomb robber!
On days 69 to 73, I was face to face with the deadly mummy pharaoh. Well, you see, I was actually just here to take you. Before I could say another word, the mummy shot out a large blast. Ah! I dodged out of the way as the mummy continued to try and take me down every chance he could. Come on! Can't we just talk this out?
You will be buried here with me, intruder!
I jumped behind one of the piles of treasure to try and block his attacks. From there, I peeked out and shot my own lava blast right at him. The mummy was hit square in the chest, which caused it to burn to a crisp.
No!
Well, they didn't tell me how I can bring the mummy back. Maybe they won't be mad.
Why is the mummy like this? We needed its full body for research.
Look, in my defense, he was trying to kill me.
This won't do. And for wasting our time, you are now our subject for research.
Before I could say anything else, I was blasted with another beam of light that teleported me into a high-tech maze. On days 74 to 77, I had no choice but to search through the maze looking for a way out. As I was walking down the hallways, though, I saw they were lined with traps, like lasers. Come on, I don't have time for this. I carefully made my way through and around until I came across another obstacle. Why would you even need this in your ship? I tried going through, but the deadly large saws would cut into me and deal tons of damage. Ah! I used my lava blaster, making platforms above them, which let me bypass them with ease. And after, I could see the exit of the maze ahead. Finally! I arrived at the door, but when I looked down the hallway next to me, I saw that the lava scarab was inside the room on the other side. Okay, gotta go grab that before I escape. Without a second thought, I rushed to the room and was almost there when I heard a voice.
Where are you going, Scorpion?
Suddenly, a massive alien mech fell down in front of me.
Now, to research how strong you really are.
On days 78 to 80, the alien mech wasted no time and blasted powerful rockets all over the room. Ah! I tried to answer back with my lava blasts, but each time I hit him, it had no effect on the mech suit.
You think I didn't come prepared for your fiery attacks?
Oh no, I need to turn that off. I looked around and saw that it was being powered by 3 different power cores. I quickly went up and used my lava pinchers to destroy the first one. Once I did, Zorg's robot started to lose power.
What? What are you doing? Work, you hunk of junk!
As the alien was distracted, I managed to destroy another core, making the mech malfunction even more.
No! Stop! You don't know what you're doing!
The alien angrily launched more rockets at me from the mech, which launched me back against the wall. Yeah! Because of all this fighting, though, the room around us began to shake, and the alien's ship began to lose power?
No! Those batteries power the ship as well! You idiot!
Oh no, not my problem! I used this opportunity to destroy the last battery, which caused the alien mech to fully lose its power. Take that! On days 81 to 85, I rushed over to the scarab, and after I picked it up, I could immediately feel its power coursing through me. I now had 35 hearts, and I could blast out a powerful magma shot whenever I wanted. Woohoo! What's that?
My entire ship is malfunctioning! Prep to leave Earth's orbit for repairs!
What? As he said this, the entire ship began to tilt. I gotta get out of here! I ran down the hallway back towards the exit as the ship's parts were collapsing all around. What the? A wall of lasers?
You're not going anywhere, you insect!
The aliens began to blast me with explosives. Oh no, I gotta think fast! Using my new magma shot, I aimed right into the tech, which destroyed it and sent the aliens back.
Ah! My eyes!
With that, I barely made it to the exit and jumped off.
Abort! Abort!
In a flash, the whole alien ship teleported away. Wow, those guys were the worst. As I said this, I looked over and saw a group of the ice snakes slithering across the desert. What are they up to? On days 86 to 90, I followed the snakes all the way back to their base, where I saw a ton of icy crystals sticking out of the snow. The ice snakes all began to surround their leader, who began to speak.
Brothers, Our time of ascension is coming. We now have the last piece we need for our domination.
As their leader was talking, he walked towards the biggest ice crystal.
No longer will this place be a dry, burning wasteland, but the perfect place for all of us to thrive.
The leader then touched the crystal as it began to shoot out a huge beam to the sky. As it did, snow began falling down everywhere in the desert.
With this, not only will we rule over the scorpions, but we'll be able to rule the entire desert.
I need to get to the base and unite the scarabs. I can't let them do this. I began to run back towards my home when one of the ice snakes saw me.
The cat scorpion! Get him!
They began to fire all of their icy attacks at me from afar. But thanks to their ice spikes, I was actually losing them and was about to escape when...
Freeze!
The snake was about to bite into me, but I was able to take him down and jump away in one tack. Haha! Time to get out of here. On days 91 to 94, I arrived back at my base and told everyone what happened with the ice snakes.
Freeze the whole desert? That's horrible!
Please, Fozo. The cold. It's too much.
We need to bring all the scarabs together. Come on. I hurried over to the rest of the scarabs and placed it down with the rest. As I did, all of the base started to shake as a bright glow began to appear in between the pillars.
Fozo! Stand in the middle! You need to claim the power of the desert!
I took a step into the middle of the scarabs, and once I did, I could immediately feel myself becoming even stronger. I transformed into a mega lava scorpion. I now had 40 hearts, and I could unleash a wide blast of lava that cured all of my people.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, my son. You saved our people.
Thanks, Mom. But it's not over yet. The ice snakes are still trying to claim the desert. We need to fight them back and show them they should have never messed with us scorpions.
You can count me in, Fozo.
And us too. Let's show those snakes who the real rulers of a desert are.
With that, all my people began to cheer as I led them out of the base towards the ice snakes. On days 95 to 99, I led my people to face off against the ice snakes in their snow-covered base.
So, the Scorpion Savior has returned to finally die by my fangs.
I'm a lot stronger than when you last saw me. We all are.
Shut it, you insect! Devour them!
With that, all the snakes and scorpions charged in. Ice and lava were shooting out everywhere. But unfortunately, I could tell we were still at a disadvantage in the snow. The crystals. Destroy them! The others and I began to focus on the crystals. And as we melted them easily, our attacks were growing stronger. Yes, keep going.
I got one!
With most of them destroyed, there was only one left. And there, my mom was facing off against the snake leader.
I should have eaten you when I had the chance.
The snake leader was about to bite into my mother and take her down for good. No! I used my lava blast to form a wall of magma blocks in front of her, blocking his attack.
What?
Mom, get out of here!
I believe in you, son.
With that, my mom and the others went to hold back the ice snakes as their leader turned towards me. On day 100, I was now face to face with the ice snake leader.
You think you can stop me? You worthless bug!
The ice snake brought down its head and attempted to bite me with its ice venom. Ah! I was able to answer back though with my own lava stinger. This is for freezing all of my people. I rained down a storm of meteors, and with my increase in power, it hit all the other snakes in the base.
Gah! No matter, you'll never be able to resist my frost!
As the leader laughed, I tried rushing in with another lava blast, but I could feel its frost venom starting to freeze me in place. No! I concentrated on my inner flame, and using it, I was able to send an enormous heat wave that melted all the ice all around.
What? No! I I am meant to rule!
He began doing everything he could to take me down, but I knew what I was fighting for. Rah! Charging in one last time, I used my magma shot and was able to hit the final ice crystal, destroying it for good. With it gone, the weather began to clear, and the desert was returning to normal.
No! My ice! My empire!
With him distracted, I rushed up one final time, and using a lava smash, I took him down. With that, all the ice snakes were gone, and the entire desert was finally back to normal. On day 1, I was a little lava serpent, out getting food with my older brother.
Take this! Ha! Got it!
Wow, you do it so easily.
In time, little brother. You'll get there.
The two of us then got interrupted by a large icy explosion. Ah! What the? Both looking over, we saw that our lava serpent home was being under attack. We both slithered over, only to see all of our people running in complete chaos as ice is being shot down from a giant ice eagle.
Long ago, you serpents took something from me, my freedom, and I will take it back.
An ice blast then shot right towards me.
Watch out!
My brother thankfully hit me out of the way as I turned around and saw the eagle fly over to take our home's sacred lava gem.
No, that gem is what keeps us snakes warm.
With this, I will return back to my rightful form, and you snakes will pay!
I have to help our people. Go and find Dad, now!
On day 2, I was slithering fast, trying to make it to my family's home. Since I was the smallest serpent, it was easier to avoid, but the hail was very overpowering. I finally made it to the top, but instead of seeing my father inside, I saw 2 ice creatures.
Abigail said the head serpent would be here, but where?
Abigor? Was that the eagle? I accidentally spoke too loud, which gained their attention.
Who's this? A weak little serpent. Kill it!
They both ran in, but my dad jumped just in time to defend me. Dad!
Stay away from my son!
He used incredible lava abilities, taking one of them down, but the other was able to blast him, weakening him.
Ah! Yeah! Bozo, your brother, where is he?
He's down below, helping our other people. But Dad, what's going on? Who was that eagle?
Follow me. Everything will be explained soon.
On day 3, I followed my dad underground into our lava serpent's main common room. All of the other serpents, they were hurt, and some even buried in ice. This is horrible.
I'm happy to see that you're safe.
Brother, me too.
Years ago, us serpents broke free from our deadliest predator, Abigor the Eagle. But he has returned and taken our sacred lava gem. With it, he will be able to wipe out all of us. But there may be a way we can fight back.
My father then placed down an ancient-looking lava book, which shot out projections of different lava artifacts.
Legend has it, there are these powerful gems out there in dangerous terrains. Each could grant us serpents abilities like no other. But since I'm injured, I've decided to task my oldest son, Fang, to go out and find them, to become our people's fighting chance.
Wait, what? My father and brother slithered out of the common room together. Hey, wait up! I followed them until we reached the exit, showing a trail heading into a dark forest. Dad, I need to go with him. It's too dangerous to go alone.
Bozo, you are too young, too weak. You can't handle the journey.
I will make it back, brother. I promise.
My brother began to slither away, and I knew that I had to find a way to follow him. On day 4, I waited until it was dark out and secretly slithered out of my home. It wasn't long until I was met by a large, deadly temple. Is he in here? I reluctantly went inside, following down deep in the corridors until I made it inside of a main center room. where I saw a strange fire fang on a pedestal. That's the first artifact we need. Then I noticed my brother. He was walking up, about to pick it up, but something feels off. It's almost too easy. Wait! He picked the item up, causing the entire temple to shake, and the ground even gave out below us. Oh no, it was a trap!
Fozo, what are you doing here?
I couldn't just let you go alone. I just couldn't. The room's shaking got even worse, which started to cause parts of the ceiling to fall. We both turned and saw that there was an exit leading straight outside. There! On day 5, the two of us began to jump through the remaining floor that was left, while there was rumble all around us. It wasn't long before we made it to the final jump. This one seems far.
Ah! Come on!
I then thought back to what my father said.
You are too young, too weak.
I don't know if I can do it.
You don't have a choice.
Okay, here goes nothing. I actually did it. As I reunited with my brother, the ceiling rumbled and collapsed over the exit. No, we were too late.
Fozo, take cover now!
I did as he said, but the entire ceiling then collapsed right on top of us. Brother, where are you? I searched through all the destruction, only to find him weak in the midst of it all. No.
Fozo, you are okay.
Yeah, but I gotta get you back home. Now!
No, it's too late. I'm not gonna make it.
No, I can.
Listen to me. Dad, he said you were too young, too weak. Don't listen to him. Don't ever listen to anyone who tells you that you can't do something. They are all wrong. It's up to you now. You have to save our people. Do it for me. I believe in you.
Brother? No! He's gone. He's actually gone. Just then, a glow caught my eye. Wait, is that? I walked over to see that it was the fire fang. I have to do this. I went over and picked it up. Because of this, something strange happened. I became an even stronger lava serpent. The artifact, it worked. I promise, Fang, I'm gonna make you proud. On day 7, I left the destroyed temple, but as I did, I saw some of Abigor's ice creatures getting out of a cave with resources?
I think we have enough.
What are they up to? I followed them until reaching a clearing, which showed a much larger mining site.
Bring these resources back to my nest at once! That lava gem was only forged because of my lava! When I destroy it, I can finally be freed from this icy prison! I will be the lava eagle again! And will prey on those filthy serpents!
A lava eagle? Are we the ones that turn him into ice? But why? I didn't notice that I was standing over a patch of ice, and my lava scales caused me to fall right through. Where am I? I looked around and saw that I was inside of an icy cave. And there, cowering in one of the corners, was a small mouse. Hey, keep it down. We're gonna get caught.
Yeah, whatever you say, man. Stay away from me. Don't eat me.
Hey, stop it! On day 8, I continued chasing after the small mouse until reaching a dead end.
Oh no.
Please, calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? What are you doing here anyways?
I'm hiding. That lava eagle's been looking for some food, and me and my kind are on the menu, pal.
As he finished saying that, the roof above us blasted open, showing that Abigor was standing over us. Oh no.
A lava serpent? What are you doing here?
His icy creations then all got summoned around us.
Nope, I'm out of here.
Make quick work of him, now!
The ice creations all rushed in, but out of instinct, I bit at them in a large flame. Wait, the fire fang gave me abilities. I used it on some of the creatures, putting up a fight, but there were too many of them. I then noticed a small hole in the cave's walls and quickly made my way over, slithering away just in time.
Those serpents, they're up to something, and I will find out.
On days 9 to 10, I slithered out of the tunnel systems, making it back home. I looked around and saw that my people were growing weaker by the day.
You left?
Yeah, I did, but listen, we can't stay for long. This place, it's dangerous. The eagle, he's gonna be back, and when it's time, he's gonna take all of us down.
Your brother, where is he?
Dad, I tried everything that I could. He didn't make it.
No! This is your fault!
Look, the temple that we were in, it was a trap, okay? And it crashed down over us and...
No! If you didn't go and distract your brother, he may still be here!
My father then slithered away into the common room, and I followed, looking over, seeing the book of artifacts that I still needed to get. Dad, I'm so sorry, but I made him a promise that I was gonna stop that eagle and help our people, and I plan to keep it. But first, we all need to leave. We're all sitting ducks just staying here.
Get out! Leave! You are weak and are no son of mine.
Dad, no, stop! I was left feeling sad and lost until...
My head, man.
What the? What are you doing here?
Look, I don't have anywhere else to go, okay? My people are all gone. But I did kind of hear your conversation there, pal. Is it true? You want to stop that evil eagle?
Yeah? Why?
Because if you don't eat me, and I mean that, then I know where one of the pieces you're looking for are.
On days 11 to 12, Bruno led me far away to a large dump. There were people roaming around the place hard at work and keeping guard. So, you said one of the lava artifacts were in here?
Oh yeah, the lava eyes. We just gotta make it into the restricted section. Come on, follow me.
As we snuck through the junkyard, we were barely avoiding the workers, but we eventually made it through a gap in the piles of trash to find the restricted section.
What the? No. I swore it was right here.
Bruno and I then both slowly turned around to see a massive three-headed lava dog.
I think I know who took it.
On days 13 to 14, we were running throughout the junkyard with the guard dog right behind us.
I just don't get it. This place had a guard dog, but it was the sweetest little chihuahua.
Well, not anymore. We continued to run circles around the restricted area as it kept biting and trying to attack us at every turn. Oh no, a dead end.
What do we do now, dude?
I don't know! That's it, the crane! The mouse then ran straight towards it, leaving me with the dog. Oh, come on! We began to fight as its empowered attacks were very strong. I tried to hit him back with my lava bite, but I was nowhere near as powerful. As he went in to bite me again, I dodged out of the way and stood under the crane above. Ready?
Yeah, ready!
Rufus growled again as he charged forward in his rage. And now! I dodged out of my way, just as Bruno dropped the crate right onto the dog. Whoa, that actually worked! I then looked over, and crawling out from under the crate was a tiny chihuahua as he coughed up the lava eyes.
See what I mean? That was the guard dog. Hey, what's up, little Roger? How you doing?
I was finally able to pick up the eyes, and because of this, I felt its power surge within me. I gained 5 more hearts and became a much stronger lava serpent who can now spit out pure lava. Awesome. All right, this place reeks. Let's get out of here.
I was going to come back when it was time, but you were all planning something. What is it?
I'd never betray my own kind.
So, this is what they're trying to do. Well, I won't let them.
On days 15 to 16, I went out and found a secluded place in the desert to build my very own home. This is perfect. Wasting no time, I built in the side of a canyon and made sure it was nice and perfect. There we go. Then, in the center of it, I built up a place to hold the 5 lava artifacts. When I placed the first 2 pieces down, a burning gem already began forming. Maybe all of these can make a new lava gem. I then looked over and saw that Bruno had already dug his very own home high up as well. So, you knew about the lava artifacts that I'm looking for?
Yeah, I usually eavesdrop a lot. I know the last 3 that you need are the magma meteor, the never-ending flame, and the molten heart.
Huh, noted. And stop invading people's privacy. I slithered up to a spot overlooking our new home and took the time to build my brother a memorial so that he could see all the good we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep that promise that I made you. I know Dad's angry right now, and I understand. But if he doesn't listen to me, then they are all gonna be in trouble. Suddenly, I heard yelling coming from nearby. As I ran towards the noise, I saw a fire dancer in a tiki mask running around the desert in a panic.
Wow, the humanity!
Hey, calm down. What's going on?
I can't just calm down. My village! It's gonna be burned to a crisp!
Huh? On days 17 to 18, the fire dancer led me hastily to his tiki village. There, just off the coast, was a tall and very active volcano.
This is the home of the magma meteor, at least for the time being.
The magma meteor, one of the lava artifacts. But why do you say for the time being? Before he could answer, the ground began to shake as the volcano erupted with molten rock that flew out and crashed into one of the homes.
That's why this volcano has been here and dormant for thousands of years. But now it's gonna be erupting real soon.
He led me closer to the volcano and towards a set of ancient doors that blocked the path inside.
Only a tiki elder is able to get inside the core of the volcano. But maybe you had our elder's blazing mask. The doors would open for you. Thing is, no one's seen the elder in centuries.
As he said this, the tiki tossed me over his fire staff.
That will help you find his resting place. But please hurry, we don't have much time.
On days 19 to 21, I began to search around the nearby coast, looking for any sign of the Tiki Elder. Where is that mask? Just then, the fire staff that was given to me lit up and began to spin. Whoa, whoa! The flames began to shoot from it and led straight towards a hidden entrance. As I came close, my instincts told me to raise the staff again, and I blasted the entrance with it, causing it to open. After walking inside, I was met by a large chamber of a tiki tomb, and across the way was the ancient mask. That has to be it. I was about to run up as a voice rang out into the room.
Those who wish to don this mask must have the power of the Elder.
Looking around, I noticed 3 runic crystals had appeared. I struck the one closest to me, causing it to activate. Nice. I guess I just had to get all of them. But suddenly, the room began to change as the floor gave way to spiky pits, and there were buzzsaws everywhere. Not nice.
10, 9, 8.
Oh, come on! I quickly began to jump from platform to platform, getting close enough to the second crystal. Yes, one more.
3, 2.
I shot at the final one, but missed.
1. You have failed.
No! Because of this, the Elder Mask itself activated and rose into the air.
Now, the unworthy must be disposed of.
On days 22 to 26, the mask flew in to attack. It had immense firepower and would cause the whole tomb to shake. I did my best trying to keep distance, but the mask just kept hitting me. Ah!
You are not capable. You will never be worthy of the mask.
Because of those words, I thought back to my brother.
Don't ever listen to anyone who tells you that you can't do something.
I am worthy! With newfound strength, I began to fight back against the mask. With everything that I had, I hit him with my lava bite, which knocked him back. So I hit him again and again until he was backed up against the wall. With one final spit, I took down a nearby pillar that struck the mask, causing it to fall to the ground.
You are worthy.
I did it. I picked up the mask and ran outside of the tomb, only to see that it had started snowing? Oh no. When I made it back to the Tiki Village, I was greeted by a horrible sight. The volcano still wasn't letting up, but the village was almost completely covered in ice and snow. And there, flying above it all, was Abigor. On days 27 to 29, Abigor continued to fly around the Tiki Village, blasting everything with ice.
I know the serpent is here. Where is he?
The volcano then started to rumble even louder as more molten rock flew into the sky. Oh no, I have to stop it. But Abigor, there's no time. I slithered as fast as I could towards the ancient doors. But he saw me.
There you are.
With a blinding speed, Abigor flew across the village and hit me so hard that I slammed into one of the nearby buildings. Ah! The volcano was now completely erupting everywhere.
So, you really are that serpent I saw all those days ago. And you're trying to do what exactly? Be strong enough to save your people? It's pointless.
No! In my rage, I blasted my lava spit at Abigor, but his ice attack pushed through it, and he struck me. Ah!
All you lava serpents will pay for what you did.
Pay? What do you mean? What did we ever do to you?
You took everything from me. My lava feathers, my nest, all of it! Ah!
He tried to attack me again, but I used the remaining of my strength to dodge out of the way.
I used to be the lava eagle, once in complete control. All the animals were my prey, and you snakes were the best dinner I could ask for. Until one of your kind found a way to channel their power into a curse. This curse! My lava power was taken away and put into a gem. My nest crumbled. But soon, I'll have all that control back.
He was about to attack me with one final hit when... Fire! Gouts of flame struck Abigor as a horde of fire dancers ambushed him. He began to fly up in a panic, finally giving me an opening towards the ancient doors. I gotta stop this volcano now! On days 30 to 32, as I approached the doors, I held out the Elder's Mask, and they swung right open. Yes, once inside, I saw the massive magma meteor. I have to absorb that?
In order to accept the power of the meteor, you must enter its core.
That's when I noticed a hole in the side of it. Well, here goes nothing. I began to slither in, just as the volcano started to quake even more violently. It didn't take long for me to reach the core, and as I slithered up, something began to happen. I gained 5 more hearts and felt so much stronger, to the point where I can now call down my own magma meteor. Sweet! But I couldn't celebrate for long, as the rumbling continued around me. What's going on?
You'll see.
I was then erupted, shooting me far up into the sky. On days 33 to 35, I was blasted so far away that I landed in a muddy swamp. Thankfully, the water broke my fall, but then, ow, ow, ow! Oh, I forgot. Lava Serpent. Abigor. He's caught on to our plan. But how far along is he with his? My thoughts were then interrupted by the sudden sounds of crying. Where's that coming from? I searched around until I saw a small campfire in the middle of a batch of secluded swamp trees. And there were a bunch of my lava serpent people. But they all looked so weak. Hey, everyone!
Bozo? Wow, you look different.
What happened to you all? Why aren't you at home?
Here, let me show you why.
We slithered through the swamp until we reached a spot that overlooked my people's home, but it was completely frozen over and destroyed.
Abigor came back just like you said, and he found the ancient book. He knows our plan.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait, where's my dad?
Whoever survived and wasn't in hiding, they took as prisoners. We think he took them back to his nest.
I have to find him. But first, follow me. You guys need to be safe. On days 36 to 39, I led all the lava serpents hiding in the swamp back to my base. To make them feel at home, I built up their burrows just like how they were before. I even added plenty of fires all around so that they can grow strong again.
Thank you, Fozo, so much.
Of course. This place was made for all the lava serpents. I then went and placed the chunk of the magma meteor on its center platform, causing flames to spark in the air. And the lava gem, it's even stronger.
Hey, buddy!
Oh, hey, you're all right.
Well, thanks to you, that bird finally left after he saw you were gone. And the volcano stopped rumbling, too.
Thank goodness. Oh, and here, I believe these belong to you. Now, I need to find Abigor's nest. He has my dad. Do you think you know where that could be?
Thanks! I have no clue. He was flying off to some sort of crazy tall mountains, though.
Just then, Bruno scurried up next to us.
Hey, you talking about the snowy peaks? I know that place like the back of my paw. Come on!
Bruno wasted no time scurrying out of the base. Hey, wait up! We journeyed all the way to the edge of an icy mountain where I could barely see. But far off at the peak was a large eagle's nest. On days 40 to 44, Bruno led me up the icy mountain until we reached the base of Abigor's nest.
Here, this is our ticket inside.
As we made it through the small crack, we had to hide behind cover as the place was filled with Abigor's ice creations. They're building something. It looks like 4 pillars that surround the stolen lava gem. So that's his plan. When those pillars are finished, Abigor's gonna use the gem to turn himself back into the lava eagle.
Yikes. Then we better stop him before he gets to that point. Come on!
Just before Bruno and I ran in, I heard a horrifying yell.
Ah! Stop!
Dad! I slithered down without hesitation, knowing I needed to find him.
Fozo, don't go!
Down below was an icy prison area where more of my fellow lava serpents were being held in cold cages. And higher up than the rest of them was my father. Hey, stop that! The creature turned his attention to me and charged straight towards me. Bring it! I unleashed my new magma meteor attack that crushed the creature in one blow, leaving just a pile of snow left behind in its place.
Fozo, you're here?
Yeah, I am. On days 45 to 47, I broke all the other serpents out of their cages with my lava abilities.
Our chosen warrior!
You shouldn't be here, so leave now!
No, Dad, I'm not leaving without you. Just, hang on. I began jumping between cages and platforms to get up to my dad's level, where I broke him free with another attack.
This doesn't change anything.
Of course it doesn't. Why would it? I'm just your youngest, your weakest son. right?
How dare you?
How dare you? All of my life, I've come second behind my brother, but it was never his fault. It was yours. Look, I'm sorry that he's gone. I miss him too, okay? Every day. And you know, I blame myself for what happened. But I'm doing everything I can to make him proud. Because that's what he wanted.
Bozo,
My dad was cut off by a noise coming from behind as I turned around to see that the snow creature rose back to life. It unleashed a powerful attack, causing me and my father to fall back down to the others. Ah! Wait, Dad, what are you?
Get the others out of here. Now! Ah!
With that, my dad and the large creation clashed in the center of the room. The impact was so powerful that it broke the ice floor below them.
Ah!
Dad, no! On days 48 to 52, more ice creations started to take notice. So the other serpents and I ran to find a way out. We found a room safely hidden from the patrolling creatures, but I knew that we couldn't stay here long. Look, leave. I'm going back to find my dad. As I went for the doorway, one of the lava serpents blocked me. Hey! What are you doing? I then looked out of the room and watched as Abigor landed inside the nest.
Who invaded my nest?
Listen to me. Abigor's plans are basically complete, and right now, you're still not strong enough to take him on. It's a death wish to stay here, Fozo!
Yeah, I know. We have to go. Come on. I'll get you all out of here now. When we safely made it outside of the nest and back to the foot of the mountain, I noticed Bruno waiting for us.
Hey, Fozo, hurry! You gotta see this, pal!
What? We escaped from the tundra and made it to the outskirts of a kingdom where a ton of knights were fighting a dragon. It was rampaging around, destroying everything. Why did you bring me here, Bruno?
Because this place, it's known as the Towers of Never-Ending Flame. Ring any bells?
The never-ending flame. The next artifact. They have it, and they need my help. On days 53 to 56, Bruno and I started to run into the kingdom as knights were running around frantically. When we finally made it to the base of the tower, it was only us and the dragon left. Nice dragon? It jumped in to attack. It was very powerful and breathed fire down on us every chance that it could. I used all my abilities at my disposal, but most of them were no use. The dragon is too powerful. The fight led to a tower, and when I finally made it near the top, the dragon flew right in to attack at me. Wait, I have an idea. I quickly aimed at their wings with my magma meteor, hitting them right out of the air. Because of this, they plummeted all the way down to the courtyard, hitting the ground hard. Yes! As the dust settled, the dragon transformed into a woman? Surrender!
You saved me. Please, listen to me. I am the queen of this kingdom.
You're the what?
Yeah, told you that you'd want to see this. It's crazy, man.
I am the queen of the Towers of Never-Ending Flame. But recently, a horrifying entity turned me into the very thing that could destroy what I've sworn to protect.
All right, I'm willing to help you with your little situation here, but only if you allow me to have the never-ending flame.
I understand, but you should know, this curse is not one so easily broken. It's been deemed impossible to break without destroying the thing that did this to me.
Then point me in the direction of who did. On days 57 to 59, the Dragon Queen led us deep into the ominous swampland. And as we finally reached a clearing, she pointed it out.
The entity that cursed me was the Undead King, and he resides there.
In the distance was a grand kingdom in the swamp, but something was wrong. Spirits and ghosts roamed throughout everywhere. Well, there's no time to waste. Bruno and I snuck our way through the undead streets until we reached the castle itself. And once we were inside, the doorway opened up to reveal a ghastly throne room floating there above his crypt was the Undead King. Hey, you put a curse on the never-ending Flame Kingdom, and you need to take it off now.
That curse is unbreakable. I put it there so that my beautiful kingdom, my army, could grow. The more their queen kills, the more souls come crawling to me.
Okay, Dark, but we aren't going anywhere until you break it.
Very well. Then you must be executed!
On days 60 to 63, I ran in to attack the Undead King. He quickly started blasting spell after spell towards me, even summoning strange undead creatures. Ugh, gross! I looked back to see that Bruno was being chased by his summoned creatures. Hold on. We all continued to fight as the Undead King just kept attacking us. And, there you go. Are you all right?
Phew! Now I am. Dude, look! All of his magic, it comes from that book he has. Whoa!
We both jumped out of the way and started to run around the room together. You're right. Think you can distract him for me?
On it!
Bruno and I split up as I went to face the king head on. We clashed as his magic started to get me low on hearts.
Another soul for my kingdom!
But before the king could cast another spell, Bruno ran up and bit him. As the king swung around to attack Bruno, I focused my lava spit onto his book and burned it away with one hit. With that, the king wilted away completely. Seems like the book held all of his power. Hurry, we gotta get back to the queen. As we made it back to the tower, there to greet us was the dragon, as she quickly transformed back into her human form.
You did it! The curse has been lifted! Thank you so much. And now, your reward as promised.
The queen led us into a royal chamber where the never-ending flame burned. I touched the flame, causing its power to channel into me. I gained 5 more hearts, and now I could breathe flames just like a dragon. Awesome! On days 64 to 68, we safely made it back to base to see that all of my fellow lava serpents made it back too. From there, we all worked together to build up more burrowed homes for everyone.
Thank goodness for the hotter climate. We're all feeling so much stronger already, and the lava gem too.
I'm happy to hear that. I ran over and placed the never-ending flame with the other pieces, causing the lava gem to erupt and grow in size again. Whoa. How powerful can this thing get? I then made my way up to my brother's monument. Look around. It's just like what you would have wanted. Almost everyone is safe. And now I just need to save Dad. As I said this, the sky above started to turn a dark red, and a familiar echoed out. No, Abigor, his plans, they must be complete. I have to hurry. Now, on days 69 to 73, I climbed as fast as I could back up the icy mountain. And once inside the nest, I realized I was too late. The 4 frozen pillars were now constructed, and floating between them was the lava gem as Abigor flew up to it.
Yes! Fuel me! Free me!
No, no! But with that, the old lava gem was destroyed, and its power completely thawed Abigor's ice form, and he was now the lava eagle again.
Yes!
With one single attack, he transformed the whole mountaintop into his lava domain.
Now that I'm free, those lava serpents and any creature that tries to get in my way will be devoured.
he flew off in a flash, raining down fire and lava with such mastery and power. I need to find my dad now. I began to search through the lava nest, in every hallway, every room, everywhere. Come on, come on. Finally, that's when I saw him, but he still looked so weak. Dad!
Fozo, son, you really came back for me?
Of course I did. We're family. Now come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. On days 74 to 77, my dad and I escaped Abagor's nest and got a safe distance away on a hillside. Abagor had already scorched most of the valley. He's already too strong.
It's only a matter of time before he finds us all. I tried so hard to imprison him in that icy curse, but it still wasn't enough.
Wait, you were the serpent that imprisoned him?
Yes, my son, I was, which is why I expected so much of Fang. As the leader of our people, I did everything I could for the lava serpents and expected my heir, your older brother, to do the same. But because of that, I neglected you. Bozo, I'm so sorry for everything, for making you feel small and weak, to blaming you for his death.
Look, Dad, I blame myself for what happened too, okay?
Well, don't, because if we had listened to you all those days ago, maybe things would have played out differently.
Off in the distance, Abagor was circling back to his lava nest.
Come now, son, quick!
I followed my father deep down underground, where he led me to the entrance of a sacred serpent temple. Where are we?
This very temple holds the final item that we need to complete the lava gem, but you must find it alone. Good luck, son, my chosen warrior.
On days 78 to 80, I journeyed into the sacred temple, looking for any sign of the final artifact. What was that? Seems like I'm not alone. Anyone there? I called out just as I entered a large cavern filled with lava and rocky platforms leading across? Okay. Cautiously, I began slithering and jumping across the lava lake as the hissing got louder and louder until... Whoa! A giant lava worm leapt out of the lava towards my platform. Hey, what gives?
The chosen lava serpent, the one sent to take the mantle of warrior.
Before I could answer, a loud noise rang through the cavern from the worm. Is that a heartbeat?
Prove your heart and replace it with one that is worthy.
On days 81 to 85, the worm began to attack me as it would swim and leap out of the lava. Ah! It even tried eating me whole. I have to keep moving. My attacks would strike its body, but it was relentless. I finally focused on where I heard the heartbeat coming from. Wait, it's in its head? That's so weird. The worm chomped down as I barely jumped to safety.
Pathetic. Is this all you've got?
No, what I've got is a promise. The worm sprung up to attack me again, but this time I hit him directly in the head, finally taking him down. With that, the molten heart fell before me. And when I picked it up, I was empowered. I gained 10 more hearts and felt lava spreading all throughout my body. I'm finally strong enough. It's time to make my brother proud. On days 86 to 90, while I was making my way back to base, I started to hear shouting nearby.
Hey, let go of me, pal!
Bruno? What's going on? I slithered up to the hill to see Abagor's creations, and they were escorting Bruno and my people towards his nest. I gotta help them. But before I could act, Abagor flew down above the group.
Good work, my creation. Now bring them to my nest, where I will feast.
No, they have everyone. But what about the lava gem? I need it if I want to stand a chance against him. On days 91 to 94, I made it back to my base, only to see that it was completely abandoned, except for my dad and the lava gem. Dad, what happened?
I had just arrived when I saw your rat friend leading the serpents out of the base. He said the only chance of stopping Abagor lied with you and the lava gem. If they gave themselves up, then the creations would have no reason to come here and never get a chance to destroy the lava gem.
We have to make things right. We have to try.
But we still have time. Place down the molten heart and let the gem empower you.
I did as he said, and as I placed it down, the lava gem erupted in a flash of light. I was now in a vision and looked forward only to see my brother.
Don't be so afraid, little brother.
You're here. I'm just so happy to see you.
I am too. You have no idea how proud you're making me. You've grown so much. Thanks for keeping your promise, little brother.
Of course, but everyone, they're still in danger.
Hey, remember what I told you?
Don't let anyone tell me I can't do something.
And that you are capable of anything. I believe in you. Dad believes in you. Now go and prove us right.
With that, the vision of my brother faded away, and I grew into a much larger lava serpent. All right, time to end this. On days 95 to 99, looking up at the peak of the once icy mountain, Abigor was flying above his nest.
Ah, the youngest serpent returns. It's a pity. A fight between me and your brother would have been legendary. But instead, I'll have to settle for a little snack.
Enough, Abigor! My brother is always with me, and I'm gonna stop you.
Stop me? You and what army? Destroy him!
The lava army rushed in to attack, but I was ready for them. I used every ability at my disposal, crushed groups of them at a time, and burned away more with my new flame. As I slowly made my way up the mountain, more and more of them kept coming, but each one fell as I finally made it to the peak.
Bozo!
Bruno, I'm so glad you're... Suddenly, Abigor attacked me from behind, hitting me against the cages. Ah! On day 100, I was cornered with all of my friends as Abigor towered over us.
You think that you can just come in here and stop me?
And you really think that I wouldn't try? Well, now we both know. We began to fight as our lava attacks clashed in the courtyard. His power was so strong, and his mastery of lava was unmatched. I pushed Abigor back with my lava bite as he took to the air and started to rain down flames on the cages.
Ah! Hide!
No! I then used my lava spit to melt the cages away, allowing the serpents and Bruno to run towards the exit. Go! Get out of here! Ah!
They can run for now. I'll just find and devour them later!
No, you won't! I continued to fend off the eagle, but my hearts were getting so low.
You're still so weak!
He flew up and was about to unleash a finished move when I remembered the words of my brother.
You are capable of anything. We believe in you, little brother.
I'm not weak. I called down another magma meteor, and this time it hit him right out of the sky.
Ow! My wing!
I approached Abigor as I was now towering over him. Your reign of terror is over.
No!
With one final dragon's flame, I took Abigor down. And with that, us lava serpents could finally live in peace.